Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Controller podcast. Yes, that's right. We made you wait. It's episode 302 and it's the Poncies. Now, you may think, George, you're the master of ceremonies. Not for the Poncies, my friend. We bring in our equivalent of Jeff Keighley. God, yeah, look at him with all that sexual healing. He's done the number crunching. He's done the stat running. He's made sense of what I submitted this year. And if he's made sense of that, I would say he needs a promotion, a raise, and whatever else people get when they do well at work. Maybe a licorice or so. I'm not even sure. It's 2026, probably an iPhone. I'll make it work for you, Seb, I will. But let me introduce my co-hosts. We've got the fabulous Scott from Marathon Gaming. He's every now and then, or I'd like to see him more on the regular, but he deigns us with his appearances. Very special man, very beautiful man. Probably Essex's finest man, if I may be so bold. Scott, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. It's great to be back. I'm so happy to see these happy faces in front of me. Very, very excited for what a epic, romantic night we have ahead of us. A tradition, the biggest tradition of the year. I had to say romantic. I had to, because it is. This means a lot to me. It means a lot to the people. I'm holding back the tears. I'm trying not to get too emotional too early on. I don't want to talk too much. George, let's get on with it.
Wonderful. It's good to have you back. He just brings a new dynamic. He got the memo about the dress code. So I guess the attendees, I'm wearing my dicky bow, ladies and gentlemen. I'm wearing a hairpiece, aka a hat, for the balding middle-aged man that's not brave enough to buy a toupee yet. A man that's not hidden behind a toupee because he doesn't need one. It's the fabulous RGT. How you doing?
I am absolutely marvellous, especially looking forward to this as well. The Poncies. This is the show of the year. I love this show. This is my favourite show. The way Seb does it. Yes, come on, let's get going.
I just want to say, I might reuse some of this footage, overdub it and do like a fake interview with like a failed Chippendale, bit washed up, still wearing the dicky bow, still doing the performance at night time for his wife. Do you know what I mean?
I would have been a very, very failed Chippendale that has really hit rough times.
I'll be honest, mate.
For me to be gyrating around some middle-aged housewife, that's not a good look.
I think you probably set your sights a little low. I think we need to slick your hair back, send you out exactly as God intended, and get you back into the gilf scene. I think you'd clean up, pal. Absolutely.
Well, I'm after a few sort of hidden gems at the minute, so the money would be handy. So, dust off the old thong.
I never discussed paying you. Always got to
for the love of the show.
The money, ain't you?
For the love of the show.
Fine, that's more like it.
We really do look like a homosexual speed dating meets Cirque du Soleil. That is literally what we look like. It's incredible.
It just took me a hot minute to do the thought experiment that was that, and you're absolutely right. That's exactly what we look like. Well,
yep.
Let's save the listeners' eyes and ears because it's time to hand over to the legendary, the Fur K of the industry, the number cruncher, the MC, the host with the most. It wouldn't be the Ponce with Mumsy, file a couple of inches off me teeth. It wouldn't be the Ponces without him. Seb, the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, finally, I said finally, the king of the indies has come back to the Poncies Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Sebastian, and today I got a hell of a show for you. You see, normally these guys, they basically give me a list, so to speak. We call it the list of 10, and they give me their top 10 list, and whatever is on their number one, and whatever is on their number one, we score it, and we go, in descending order from there. And we did that again this year, but I knew the task was too big for me alone. I decided to up the ante because, why do the same thing over and over again without, raising the bar? So I called up 10 people. That's right, 10 people, and had them meet at a local wing establishment. And all of us sat down and calculated the awards this year. I call them
Whoa.
the committee. And the committee and I not only calculated the Game of the Year awards for the Poncies, but we also calculated several different awards that we're going to be handing out in this here episode tonight. So, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen, the members of the committee and I sat around a glorious table eating wild wings, eating honey buffalo, eating barbecue, eating french fries, eating jalapeno ranch, eating mango habanero. Hold on, Scott. I'll get to you in a second. And
you wet, Scott?
eating
Yeah.
and eating jalapeno poppers and such like that. We they asked us if we want to watch the game. We said nah. We got business to attend to. Business. That's BID ness. Business to attend to. We ordered our drinks. We sat around this bar for 5 hours calculating these scores, and the committee and I have finally reached a verdict. And you know, the crazy thing is when the committee submitted me the Google Doc and such like that for what is our game of the year, and I'm just flabbergasted. I didn't see this one coming. So, with all that said,
Oh,
gentlemen, are y'all ready?
I am
We're
Scott,
ready.
what is
nervous.
your question?
I was just going to say, I mean, you've called them the committee. It was a perfect chance. Can we not rename them to the wingmen? Because they are the
Oh,
wingmen.
that was
And you was in
Oh.
a wing shop, chowing
that
on
was
chicken.
that
Mm.
was that's a good one. I'll have to bring that up to the committee for votes on that.
Okay.
For votes
To
on
vote for the
Keep us
committee to
posted.
vote on the wingman name. I
Yes,
love it.
exactly.
And just bear in
All
mind,
right.
everyone, these are games that we've played within the year, not games necessarily released in 2025. So
Oh.
you'll probably realise that when you see what George has been playing.
I'm nervous to see what's hoisted up the flag as number one, I have to admit. It's terrifying concept.
And
I
so
take it Seb already knows, I take it. You already know the top.
Yeah. You know, I can't open the doc
I
without.
can see it in
they
his
put
eyes.
in.
I've worked it out. I can see it in his eyes.
All right, so basically, as RGT said, for you listeners, if this is your first time ever, joining us here, they give me their top 10 games. No, their number 10 game on the list, scores 1 point, and it goes up, and it goes basically down from there. Number nine, scores two numbers, goes down, and then their number one game scores the game 10 points. They calculate all this up at the committee and such like that. Then the committee, debates. What about what happens when there's a tie? Because inevitably there's got to be ties, right? So the committee and I just sat around. They were talking, drinking beer, and debating what game actually deserves to go over the other games. Does it matter if the game's newer? Does that automatically give it? What if it's a legacy game, a game that's like a Hall of Famer? Should that get the vote in a tie? And I said, I don't. I'll bring this up to the guys, but we'll have to go. We'll have to kind of talk about that as it comes out. So. But I want to give our first award for the day, skipping ahead to that. Our first award goes to the Platform Dominance Award. That is the platform that appeared the most as the most played platform by the four of us. Gentlemen, would you like to take a guess?
I reckon Switch 2.
All right. Anyone got any other guesses?
Is it on hours or is it on just a majority of per host of what they
Okay,
played?
so all these awards, by the way, let me preface this by saying this. All these awards are calculated by the statistics of just the list that y'all provided me.
Right.
Okay.
So it's basically what platform y'all played this game on, because I asked you to give me the list of games, the platform you played it on, and your top three. In your top three, I asked for a paragraph on why these top three games made your top three. And so from all that data, we were able to compile multiple awards from that. So we're only strictly working with that specific set of data. So based on that data, the Platform Dominance Award. Anyone got any other guesses?
I'd say PS5 if not Switch 2. I think the Switch 2 would be my first guess, and then I'd say
Okay.
PS5.
Yeah. Although,
George?
Imagine if it's Xbox after we've been slagging it off for the last 6 months. Imagine.
Yeah, well, the way George has been playing, it's probably PS2.
that's what I'm thinking.
He's got 10 submitteds from PS2.
That's
I'm gonna. Well,
Hey, you can pipe down RGT with your Evercade messing up the analytics.
yeah, see a filthy dog.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah, look.
look. Seb, put us out of He's not
I'll go
sponsored.
ahead.
Unbelievable.
In third place, in third place was the PC, and then in parentheses, the committee has wrote mostly carried by Sebastian,
Thank
and
you, Seb.
the runner up was the PS5. The committee wrote strong, but concentrated mostly with George and RGT. And in first place, the platform of choice was the Switch 2. Because some of your list you didn't specify whether it was the Switch 2 or the Switch. So we're just gonna go the Switch family with a total of 16 appearances
Wow.
between the four lists. Um yeah, so the
Yeah.
breakdown was 7 with Scott, RGT with 6, George with 6, and Sebastian parentheses actively hostile with 0. Which Switch 2
I
is
knew that'd be 0. I was hoping you were going to say
Well,
there was one Switch game on my thing. I was going to be like, yeah, Nintendo's getting him back. They're pulling him back.
That isn't
thank God
happening.
for Seb, though.
No.
We'd lose so much audience if it wasn't for Seb. We need the PC. Please don't leave us, PC gamers. Seb's
Yeah.
still here. Please.
Yeah.
The king of the indies is here.
Yeah,
he's
he's
here for
here.
you.
the committee wrote Switch 2 is objectively the podcast game of the year platform of 2025 for the unofficial controller podcast. All right, so our next award is
That should be the thumbnail. Get that image
Our-
up, which what Seb just said. That's great.
our indie game analysis, aka
I'm done.
aka the who's really about that indie life. And this award goes to in third place, winning the bronze, Scott.
Yeah, strong showing.
Take
I
that.
thought it might be. Well done.
Mostly double A and indie hybrids, but a few pure indies in his list. The runner up, RGT. Strong showing this year.
Am I going to
Strong
win this?
showing.
Oh,
It's George.
wow.
It's George.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, they love me. They really love me.
Oh, it was that 8-bit farming
They
simulator
really
game that done it.
do.
Was there many indies on the PS2? I don't know. I can't remember.
I show
And
you
the-
my slipper.
And
Nice
the
slipper.
most indies played, which is probably a shocker to everyone, was Sebastian. Approximately 8 indies are indie adjacent titles.
That's impressive. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
That's
And then
enough to
it's-
get into an Ivy League school, Seb.
the committee wrote, you clearly enjoy emotional damage and mechanical ambition, while also seemingly trying to avoid all types of basically the corporate overlords. You kind of feel like a guy who's trying too hard, where they say, "I collect, I collect records." All right, so
The committee aren't holding back, are they, really?
no, they're savages. Nah, these old men are savages over there. Now, okay, so the next award, platform diversity. Who actually moved around? So not just one person stuck in one single platform. This was the person that kind of bobbed and weaved between all the different platforms here.
This is my time.
All right, so
It's
keep in
not.
mind, by platform, this is based on the list that we gave.
I'd say
Based on-
RGT if we're guessing.
Based on the list we gave, the least diverse, Scott. It said the Switch family and the PS5. Parentheses, the committee wrote, Nintendo loyalty card was fully punched here. The next runner-up was George with the PS5, Switch 2, and old-ass consoles. It was apparently they said respectable, but stayed very cozy into the language that he knows. With 3, and that's right, 3 on the list, there was me with Xbox, PC, and PlayStation 4. I don't know why. Nah, I'm playing. Nah, I'm playing.
Seb,
What's up?
have you And the committee taking these awards to one side and come up with loads of awards where you just win everything. Or because in the UK now we don't like competition so much, so we like to, even if a kid like falls over at the start line of the sprint, they get a prize, a
Pass the parcel, if you will.
yeah, every single wrapping of the parcel's got a sweet in it, so everyone feels like it's their.
Everyone's a
Oh,
winner
like a
at St. Benedict's.
participation award.
Yeah, well, yes, I didn't want to say that out loud so brutally, but yeah, I wondered maybe, if I want to win something.
Oh, well, tough tea to go to Kitty, because in this award, it goes
Daddy's
to...
talking, Sebastian.
I want to win.
I am
And
winning
this-
something.
And this
I'm
award
just so
goes
glad
to...
after you said the least diverse, you said my name. I'm so glad it wasn't full stop. 'Cause I was really worried about getting labelled a racist. I'm so glad you carried on.
No.
And you finished the sentence. I thought, oh, there's the headline. UCP Scotty.
Least diverse.
Least
Racist.
Diverse.
No,
From
so
Essex.
with the most diverse, the most diverse gamer between going from platform to platform this year was RGT, who had this,
Oh.
My
who
hero.
had the Switch 2, Switch, PS5, PS3. Yes, really, in 2025, and he had 4 different platforms, including a legacy console, on this list. So he is taking home that award. Now, the award for old ass games, aka Shame Award.
Oh, wonder who this is.
Shame Award.
Participation
could be me
for-
also.
Yes.
And
be
we
Scott.
have the least guilty, which is myself. At almost entirely current year releases were on my list. So very much maximum recency bias is what the community wrote. On the runner-up for this award was RGT with GTA 4 on his list. And that was the PS3 game, which in 2025 may be a little diabolical there, if I'm being honest. But here we... And he also had another game that was a little bit outside of this current release calendar. But the Ashamed Elder Gamer Award this year goes to none other than George, who had games on his list that were 5 to 15 plus years old.
Mhm.
15 plus years old. And by the way, here's a statistic that was thrown out by the committee. 50% of his list is basically historical preservation at this point.
It's been a strange year. It's been a strange year.
Mm.
Hey, what a great time to plug the flashback. Get it in now, George.
Yeah.
You know what? Someone came up with some bright spark came up with the idea of launching a show about retro video games on top of the show that we already do. Now, someone decided that that would involve some research. Another colleague did not. Hence, I got served up like a fresh halibut with a bit of lemon in my mouth today, having played nothing but games from 4,000 years ago.
He
And
takes his research seriously.
But if I'm going to win a trophy for if I'm going to win an award for something, let it be this. Thank you to my mum and dad. I see no one else did an acceptance thing. Thank you to my wife.
Yeah, we're just a
my
bit more
kids.
humble.
What's next, Seb?
Okay.
George, hold on.
There was an
George's
official.
I was just
There
going
was
to
an
say,
official
George's
site.
taste.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Scotty.
I'm making myself laugh at my own jokes. George's tasted video games the past 6 months. They've been so old. It's not even been Pong. It's been actual table tennis. That's how old these video games have been. Sorry,
The crazy
Seth.
thing is, the most stacked year for Game of the Year at this point. One of the most stacked years. And
Who
he's played
says that
nothing.
the UCP isn't tone deaf? No one.
So the committee actually wrote a quotation they wanted me to read out. They said,
Oh,
"Brother
God.
wasn't even playing Game of the Year contenders. He was curating a museum this year.
This
He
is
was
brilliant.
curating a museum this year."
I was. Absorbing.
All right, so there. Hold on, really quick. A bird just hit my window, but
Oh no.
a bird, like no kidding, a bird just hit the window. And anyways, So, all right, here we go. All right, we do have some. I'm gonna do some rapid fire before we actually get to the top 10. These are just awards for games, not specifically for gamers here. All right, so I swear it's important award goes to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 because this game was submitted not because anyone played it, but because one person specifically said, "I swear, based on the game that the first game that I played, I gotta say the second one's gotta be a banger at this point." Yeah, so I swear it's important award. Didn't actually play it himself, but submitted it anyways. Quote unquote pure faith-based placement. It was on the list.
Your faith-based placement.
Yes,
That's
the most
brilliant.
def the most defended game out of all of our list, based on what was written about this game, was Pokemon Legends ZA. Quote unquote, the committee wrote, the person who submitted this vote just they pleaded with their heart for this game to be better than what it was. They were prepared for violence to stand on business for Pokemon ZA.
Well done, Scott.
A game they were like a game that in 5 years might be looked at as a blemish on Nintendo's resume, but but at this point in time, this person was so passionate about writing about Pokemon ZA that I swear it almost made me want to buy the console. Almost.
Like that.
Yeah, you won some people over in the committee. All right, so the other one, of course, some of these are going to be spoilers, so I'm gonna skip those. But I swear this game is okay. This other one, the award for oldest game that people probably should have given Game of the Year to the first time around, but maybe they weren't able to back then, so they're gonna give it to now. It's GTA 4. GTA 4. GTA
We
4.
champion that game like nobody else on this show, and for good reason. It's the high watermark for the GTA franchise from a connoisseur's point of view. And if you're listening to this show and you're like, "Oh, this award ceremony is a bit upside down," we value quality. You can't tell that from the camera. You can't tell that from the recording equipment. And I'll be honest with you, you can barely tell it from the script. But it's a hallmark of what we live for. GTA 4, quite right, getting a Ponzi in 2026. This makes Scott the Woz's GameStop awards look like Mickey Mouse.
Mm-mm-mm. All right, so gentlemen, we do have business to attend to. In 10th place for our game of the year, the
Ooh,
Oh,
here we
Ponzi.
go.
gentlemen,
Here
if
we
we had a
go.
budget, surely now is the time to do fireworks. Have a sniff of
Bam.
Silverhook electrical contact cleaner. Bury ourselves down amongst the celebrities as we this now hush across the room.
Bam, bam,
There's
bam.
gaming developers across the world. Their knees are clacking together. They are nervous. They know that their shareholders will not be happy unless they bring a Ponzi home. Seb.
Saying that, some of them probably forgot they made the games that you nominated.
That is
Well,
true.
what a nice
Now,
wake-up call in
Yeah,
2026 that is, RGT.
that
Seb.
would be, wouldn't it?
Oh, give it to us, baby.
now the a winner for ranked the number 10 ranking was actually a three-way tie. It was a three-way tie.
Oh
Now,
my God.
the committee has submitted this. The committee has submitted this. They said on the show, y'all can figure out how to do your ties. But if the committee was voting, the award for number 10 is going to be Persona 4. Persona 4.
Hmm.
Submitted by
Oh,
George. The committee wrote this.
yeah.
The reason why we're voting between the top between these three games, Persona 4, is because out of all the list, it was a top three placement, and because its cultural and emotional impact sealed its spot. That's what the committee wrote. Now,
Very kind committee, very kind, very, very peaceable of you.
and they said we could settle this amongst ourselves if we don't agree with that, but like the games that tied were Persona 4, The Altars, and Mafia: The Old Country.
Oh.
Give it to Mafia.
So, gentlemen, Do you
Ooh.
have
Is
a
there any
sort of
opportunity for Mafia to be entangled in this further up if we let it slide now, or if we don't give this award to a game from 2025 and retain some form of credibility within the show?
this is his only chance? Put it
It's
like
his
this.
only
This
Right.
is
chance.
So
this
I
is his
think
Bear in
only
mind,
Persona.
chance.
bear in mind, we had Definitive Edition. I feel like it was right at the start of the year as well, just before. Did we not? We have the remaster of the remaster. It's been a Mafia year early last year.
Mm.
So what?
So
So are we going to give this to Mafia Old
Why
Country?
don't we go round and just each one of us say what we think should win? Do it on a vote
Was
system. There you go.
was
okay.
Persona 4 2008 released?
So
Maybe earlier than that.
Persona 5 too. So all right. So let me just recap a bit. Number 10, for the number 10 placement, we had a three-way tie between Persona 4, The
Yes.
Alters, and Mafia: The Old Country. Scott, what is your vote for which of these three games do you think deserves the nod for number 10?
Now, I have played some Persona games. However, I've also played some Mafia games, and I would much rather play a Mafia game than go into a Persona game. Also, Persona is just Spanish for the word person. Next time you have a title for a game, put some more thought into it, please.
I'll be right. While y'all are debating, I'll be right back. So, Scott, give your debate. RGT, you're next. George,
Okay,
you're the
that's
caboose.
that's my one vote goes to Mafia, the old country.
The thing is,
RGT?
I know we're meant to be here because teachers said that we need to be discussing what game it is out of Persona, Alters, or the Mafia. But I'm more intrigued the fact that Seb had a bird hit his window. Now I know he's got a penchant for barbecue and smoking meat,
Mm.
just to get that in there, and that's not a euphemism for anything. So I'm wondering, has he gone out to collect this little weak songbird that's sort of very weak in a Texan winter? Is he now butchering it on his back
He
step?
stood up like Elmer Fudd, and as he
I
grabbed
was
his.
going to say that's going to be slathered in barbecue sauce, and that is now on the barbecue.
I'll tell you what,
Slow roasted.
if you want someone to take a bird down, you want to get hold of some of them Winchester boys. They'll shoot that bird
One
from the
shot.
sky.
One shot.
Here he is.
Look.
RGT.
Right, my argument is I am going with Mafia: The Old Country. I played this game. I think it needs a bit of credibility for being a shorter game, a very affordable half-price game. They've done a great job. Great graphics, great story, really good, and I think it deserves to be on this list. Not some 10-year-old Persona game.
All right. So,
Right,
George?
Yeah, let the decider of the vote have a decide. So, uh, now I look at this two ways because I brought Persona 4 to the table because me and my new wife, we've had a wonderful experience with the game. We played it on Switch, so it isn't the PS2 original, admittedly. So you could argue is only one gen behind. I'll argue as I like. And JD Georgie full effect at the Poncies. But in all that is decent, and RGT, because this year, seeing as you're full assistant to the associate tea lady to the producer,
Mhm.
I would say that you need to probably pop into Farmerton Trophy Store, buy 10 trophies, and we will send these. So get Mafia's address. We'll say, oh, you've won 10th place in the Ponces. You've won we'll do it. I think that's how we go viral.
Yeah, but I like how you say we'll do it. You're
It's
basically saying me do it.
I got lost there. Or is Mafia the winner at this
Oh,
point?
yeah,
Sorry, Daddy. What do you want us to do, Daddy?
Yeah.
Right now, Daddy thinks that we should just decide on Mafia.
Okay. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Beans.
Great start. Great
With
start.
with a lot of power comes great responsibility, and I almost sort of took a wrong step very early in my power hungry career. So yes, we'll go with
I
Mafia.
want to Seb do the announcement. Number 10.
And number 10 officially goes to
Ooh.
Mafia, the old country.
Where did you dig up that voice? That was banging.
Sort of
So that's
trade.
how we need to do them all when we decide now. That's what we do. We do our
That's-
homework on the school bus. We could have met before.
That's-
No, we do it on air.
That's how we
I
do
like
Fat
that.
Zangief in 2032, baby.
Well, just
I
to
like
belong your
that.
pain, RGT sent the sub list, and contractually, we've got to do a Zangief at least. So, quite how I'll be feeling by the time we've done the first #1 award. That
All
Zangief's
right.
going to roll out pretty stiff, if I'm honest.
All right.
Mm.
So here we go. This next one is another tie here, but we have a big decision to make, gentlemen.
Oh,
A
Mm.
big decision to make indeed. Because in a twist, I was going to be gracious and basically surprise you with all this, but we have a tie between Kingdom Come Deliverance 2,
What a game.
Mafia the Old Country,
I
The
said.
Altars,
Wait, hold on.
and Persona 4. So,
What?
it's the twist.
He
Four
lied to
people.
us.
Yes, I did. On purpose here. Because now, gentlemen, in Poncies first, y'all get to decide two placements of a game. Which one of these should be eight? I mean, on number 9
9.
and number 10.
No, I'm not
Do you know
having
what I
this.
really like about this is if we keep this narrative going and I keep saving Persona, no,
Yeah,
sacrifice
it could
that,
be number one.
sacrifice this, it could be #1. I have been played in an absolute blinder.
Well, unless we all agree to Persona.
Yeah, do we just get
Now,
rid of it now? Has Seb got more tricks up his sleeve? Do we
How
just
do you
give it my
cancel
mistake?
people off the call?
so, gentlemen, now let's be honest here. All right, so we have Mafia the Old Country, we have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, we have the Altars, and we have Persona 4. Guys, do y'all have a strong preference
Well,
on what should be number 9, what should be number 10?
so
Scott,
can we
I'm
make?
going to start with you.
Okay.
I would write my highest vote out of those three games to be Kingdom Come Deliverance because it's a lovely bit of first-person adventure, bit of RPG, bit of medieval, bit of swords. I love the first one. Spoiler alert: never played this one. It's sitting behind me in plastic still, but give it the spot.
I think
Good
we
faith.
heard the disqualifying argument there. Never played it yet. Never played
Let
it
me
yet.
get behind that. Let me get
Okay.
behind that.
Hold
Like
on,
a
hold on. One more thing.
21-year-old's first stripper
One more
event.
thing, George, before I pass it over.
Okay.
Now, we at the UCP are family. Now,
Yes, we are.
the reason
We
why
are.
I feel like I've played the game is a good friend of mine, Retro Ed UK, played this game. So that's what made me buy the first one. He was enjoying the second one. We were talking about the games at the same time. As I was playing one, he was playing the other. He is part of the UCP family. Therefore,
He
he's
is.
played it and I've played it. I'll rest my case.
You sold it to me there.
All right. So, full disclosure, I was going to wait till we did this afterwards. There is 3 awards that I would like us to vote on at the end of the show, but we could have one of those spots available now. The award was games on the list that I think that people should play. It's recommended backlog award. This is the games on the list that people probably should, including the other co-hosts, actually go play this coming up year.
Good
There
idea.
is, and I brought that award up because I think that fits Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 perfectly, especially considering none of us have played this game
But
yet.
you're now
Except
removing
I've
that
only
from
played
the.
2
You're
hours.
now going to remove that from the table, leaving us to pick between what?
I think
Scott's left. He's like, I don't want to be involved in
he
this
was
debacle
disgusted.
anymore. I just pulled it all out about Retro Ed, and now you want to give it a special contribution prize.
Right, I'm back. I've just installed the game. I've played 2 seconds of it in a menu. That counts.
That counts.
Genius.
Right. Okay. So number 9, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You say he hasn't played it. We
Are
fix
you
that
doing this to
live
try and
on
keep
air.
pushing Persona up?
If I was that intelligent,
Yes or no?
one would think I don't know what I'm doing.
I think
I'll just
very
be honest
well
right
what you're
here.
doing.
I will be honest. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are locked. They are completely locked. There was no tiebreakers.
Oh, good. So Persona's gone then.
No,
So
that means he's on the
I
table again.
no lies. It's like whatever 9 and 10 is, they're the only legit tiebreakers.
Ooh.
Because I like the committee gave like there was another tie, but the committee gave a very strong argument on which one should be like above the other one, and I'm like,
Mm.
I think it's when I explain it to you, I think
Mm.
you'll be like, okay, that is a good argument for it, you know.
So we voting on this ninth place now, are we?
So you're voting on 9 and 10. That's it.
Well,
Nine
then
and
we're
10.
at, I think we are at the position where to retain some form of credibility, seeing as Scott made the ultimate sacrifice, he ran off and
Scott's gonna get blessed later, by the way, should I say? I'm just spoiler alert. Scott's gonna eat out like a bandit later, so
um
Oh, he's
I
changed his mind
would
now.
I would say the term eat Scott out like a bandit probably didn't survive the transatlantic trade winds so well. But you know,
Hey,
you do you. Uh,
hey, listen,
I
I'll
said
wash
make out
before
like
and
a
after.
bandit, right?
oh, make out. No, I thought you said eat out.
I
No,
thought you said eat
he's
out
gonna
as well.
I was like, he's gonna eat good later. He's gonna make out like a bandit.
That's
Mumsy, put the shaving stuff away. He didn't say that.
no,
Sorry.
but now you're gonna make out like a bandit. So
Anyway, what should we do for 10 and 9 then?
so Mafia, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Let's get actually stuck into the weeds of what we've decided by what we've played and voted for. Well, everybody else has, because it sounds like my game's got crushed into the dirt like a little bug.
My recommendation, and this is what the committee wrote as well. If y'all do have an argument for which one's 9 and 10 is, 9 should be Mafia: The Old Country. The game actually came out this year, and then 10, the I in 10, it based on it being a top 3 placement should be Persona 4.
I think Persona 4 should be 10 as well because we haven't really played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but George has sunk a lot of hours in Persona 4. So I would say Persona 4 10, and then I would say Mafia the Old Country 9.
I
Anyone else in agreements with the placement?
I'm
I
happy
am
to,
gonna roll over like insert randomly created comedy moment here. Make it look good, editor. I want something decent coming out of my mouth in this moment. Yeah, whatever you want to do. Go with
All right, sounds
RGT's
good.
plan. It sounds like it's got merit.
RGT's spoken. Yeah.
He
All right,
is. He
so
has. Yeah, because you've been
number
absolutely.
10. In number 10, we have, in a twist, Persona 4. Persona 4 is the top 10 game of the UCP for the year 2025. In number 9, Mafia: The Old Country. Now, in number 8,
Yes,
the
this is the real meat and veg of it, isn't it?
the first Switch game to make the list.
Yes.
Does anyone have a guess?
Not the last, that's for sure.
I would say this could be Cast and Chill on the Switch 2.
Cast
I'd
and
say
Chill.
Cattle Country.
Oh, you. Oh, I could start playing that this weekend.
Cast and Chill. Scott, do you have a guess?
I've got 3. Well,
I don't
this
even
could
think
be
I know what.
this could be Pokemon Legends because there's another 2 Switch games which I'm expecting to score higher, but then one of them is cross-play, so I'm not sure to be honest. So I'm gonna mumsy the word and keep quiet for this one.
Mumsy the word.
That
All right, so
needs to be a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Captain Scarlet, if you're listening, free reign. Mumsy's the word.
what was
Look at
your
this
official
t-shirt.
guess, Scott?
I'm just gonna, as I said, mumsy the word and just pass on this one.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Wow.
Pokemon Legends. Pokemon Legends. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Pokemon Legends. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, this give me 1 second. And the award goes to
Oh.
Cyberpunk 2077.
I forgot I threw this in there.
Yeah. This, I'll be
Wow.
honest, if I may uh just put some words to this for a moment. This game, yes, all right, it's released on other platforms some time ago, but it came to the Switch 2 in such an eloquent fashion. Instantly playable as a handheld game. Whoever thought you'd want to play Cyberpunk while heaving out some excrement? But hey, now you've got the chance, if that should deem to be an acceptable pastime to you, and you can get full cyber literally anywhere, upside down in the bath, 360 inverted while you're listening to the show, whatever you want to do. Um, Pretty much no compromise. I think it's a deserving 8 slot, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can I just say it's a lot of. I know we joke about the Switch, and you're playing a game that's 3 years old or whatnot, or could run on a previous generation. But at the end of the day, this game, it was the timing that done it. So there was so much hype. Cyberpunk come out. A lot of its loyal fan base was so disappointed that there was so many patches and so many things wrong.
Yeah.
By the time they got everything done, it came out on the Switch like there was nothing more to be done, and it managed to run on there. I just think it was just
And
great timing. Really
all on a
was.
cart. All on the cart.
I love how my 2020 game is y'all's game. It's like y'all's crowning
Get with the
champion
time,
in
Seb.
2025. I was like, man, I love, it makes me like really understand y'all a little bit more because I'm like, y'all Switch people. Y'all like all these stuff come like way later, and you're like, "Oh my God, this is revolutionary!" And
In
other people
that,
are like,
in that, Seb, we're just happy it runs on
"Yeah, exactly,
it.
exactly." And I'm
What a
like,
great game to play in the bath.
Yeah. I think in the year of the Switch 2, successfully executed port, I agree with Scott. It
I'm
came
just glad y'all love it.
having paid the tax on every other platform, myself included, who played it on whatever the hell platform I played it on. It wasn't pretty. Um, Played it
PS5,
on
I'm
the
guessing.
Switch. Yeah, it might have been a late PS4 Pro, PS5 game for me. I can't quite remember. But yeah, even there, it was flawed masterpiece. But now it's a no compromise. So yeah, well deserving. I'm feeling slightly reinvigorated by the charts that we're serving up. So happy days.
Mm.
Here's to number one not being True Crime Streets of LA.
Oh God, imagine.
I have a guilty soft spot in my heart for that game, actually.
I do as well.
Oof.
I love that game. I
Yeah.
played it at college. It was brilliant. I had the
I
steel
was just
tin
like,
case and everything.
Well, mate,
Rose tinted spectacles, guys. Rose tinted spectacles.
yeah, I've got to go back and
I
play it and see if it actually holds up.
listen. We're playing Sleeping Dogs on the
Mm.
seventh gen playthrough, and that is technically True Crime 3. So
Yeah.
All right, so number seven.
Number seven.
Number seven goes to this game right here. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar.
Grand Brazier. Wow.
Wow. That's not the
Grand
version I
Bazaar.
played, Seb. But
Grand Bazaar. So
if you've got a copy, just send it my way.
Don't. We'll never get him back.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. What did you think about this? It was someone's number 2 ranked game.
That being
And
me.
I believe that was RGT. Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I put this game highly. I put a lot of hours in this last year. I was looking forward to release of this. I found the Harvest Moon Story of Seasons games very hit and miss when they were being released. Some were graphically not great, some were quite basic, and some were okay. But I'd heard a lot of good things about this. I actually ordered the collector's edition of this when it came out. Really enjoyed it. Great little collector's edition. The game itself, great artwork. It released almost perfect to me. Ran brilliantly. Great little story. Yes, it's a farm and life sim. They all have those tropes, but these were all just slightly different. So You know, you used windmills to help you create things, and you had that market stall aesthetic. So at the end of the week, whatever you'd produced or made, you could make anything from jewelry to farm things to, having your animals. You could then go to your bazaar and sell and make your money to help the town thrive, help the town grow the bazaar, the market. And I thought it was a lovely touch, really sets a scene. And just a nice little spin-off on the farm and life sim, which I put a lot of hours in. Yeah, and I think it's a great little game. It's nice to see like I say, a story of seasons game be a bit different. Release with really good graphics, looks really great, plays well with a great story. So yeah, I was all over this, and I'd highly recommend it if you like these sort of games. So yeah, chuffed to bits is on the list.
If you could sum up the story of seasons in one word, what would that
One
word
word.
be to describe the story of all the seasons?
Superb.
Oh.
There we go.
More
That's
poetic
2 words,
yourself.
mate. That's 2 words. Super B.
So is
2
anyone else
words.
gonna check out the story of seasons in the days to come, or is that just
Nope.
not in your wheelhouse?
There's only one man for the cutesy
Hell
farming
nah!
sims, and I'll tell you, there's not a 3-point linkage in sight, and it's RGT chowing down on all these good games. Fair play to him.
Yeah, it's good. If you like anything like Stardew, or if you played Harvest Moon back in the day, definitely check this out 'cause it's a good cross of everything. So very, very good.
All right, mate.
Okay.
All right, calm down.
Yeah.
You've earned your sponsorship deal now.
Available at all good
Oh,
video
God.
games.
Did I mention silver contact cleaner?
You're
Available
expecting
where
me
you
just to
get
bring the
all your
collector's
favorite
edition in
games.
then.
I wasn't expecting. I was damn near just knew it would happen.
Okay, okay. All right, so by the way, do you remember what platform you played this on?
Switch 2.
Yep, he was a part of the movement that they helped Switch to become the official game of the year console for us here.
And we're at that
And
age
this
of
was
life where we're happy for any movements. This is good news.
all right, guys. Do you have a guess on what's going to be number 2? I mean, what the next one?
Bloody
I was going to
hell!
say, don't doze off then.
What's
Nah.
happened to me?
Number 6.
Is it 6?
It is number 6. Yeah.
6.
right.
Um,
Number 6.
Number
throwing
6.
sticks.
It is also a Switch game.
Mario Kart
Ooh.
World Tour 6.
Oh, okay. What about you, Scott? Any guesses?
I'm just going to keep saying Pokemon because I forgot about Cyberpunk, and there's another 2 games which I'm expected to be in the top 3.
Oh,
wouldn't
wow,
expect-
expected.
I'd expect nothing less. And
Mm.
in fact, I can predict the top 3 games. I don't want to say it now. I will write them down on a separate piece of paper.
Oh,
Okay.
yes!
Okay, I
He's
like
confident.
this.
He
He
is
knows about
confident.
10
YouTube
toes down. I like
algorithms
this.
and things, doesn't he? He knows how to hold viewer attention. People
I
like me
like
don't know how to
this.
fast forward to the bit where he holds up the paper.
George,
They're going to
take
sit here
notes.
for hours.
I've got
All right,
You want me
check
to
the
take
spelling, hold on.
notes?
RTT.
Yes.
I've got a bow
I want you.
tie.
I want you to do the same. I want you to do the same.
What, write down my top 3, you think?
You write them down, or feel like you put them in like a.
I think I know
like,
what number 1 is. I'm pretty
type
sure I know what number 1
type
is.
it out, or whatever you got to do.
I think
All
number
right.
1
In the
is
meanwhile,
bang
while
on.
while y'all are getting your notes together, I'm going to introduce number 6. In 6th place is The
Yes.
Witcher 3,
Did not
Yes.
see
the
that coming.
Switch edition.
Who would have thought this is possible? Little ginger kid wakes up, wants to play a bit of The Witcher. Yeah, no problems. He takes it outside,
Lord
he
have
plays it in
mercy.
his bedroom. That's the sort of upgrade I'm talking about.
Fair
I-
play. Yeah, fair play with that, because I think that was, yes, I know it's on the Switch. Yes, it is probably the draw distance of about 2 meters, but it gave Switch owners an RPG to play and a massive one.
It
so-
gave Switch One owners. This is only here because of me, and I've got to wade in with a hell of a lot of parenthesis here. This game shouldn't be on this list. This game
No, it
should not
shouldn't.
be this far up this list. But sadly said,
Then
you are emceeing and paying homage to my personal whims and indulgences. That's kind of what that's going on here. Now, The Witcher, I recognise is, well, this particular version that we colloquially know on the show as the Switcher 3 is possibly the worst place to play this game you could possibly imagine. But I caveat this with when the Switch 2 came out, it became almost playable to the point where I doubled down on that game more than I had on any other platform and took it through. Now, there's something now that appeals to me about the Switcher 3's graphical art style. The washed out colours, it looks like a painting. The way that the other day I decided to go back to it to start the DLC, I was going along a path and bam, out of nowhere, I was in a forest. No word of an exaggeration, absolutely real thing that happened to me. I thought, oh, the sun's gone. And then the trees loaded in, and I was in a very detailed wood out of nowhere. That to me is the magic of the Switcher 3, and that's why it's this high on the Game of the Year award of the Unofficial Controller
Seb looks
podcast.
absolutely
Well,
disgusted in you.
I feel like I'm getting deja vu because I've just gone back in my phone and my notes. I've typed in Poncies, and on the 7th of January 2025, I submitted my list for, I guess, 2024, and my number 5th game, I wrote Witcher 3 bracket Switcher.
Yeah, he
So
indeed
I
did.
wonder,
I looked in the analog,
was it?
the
Yeah,
records and saw.
I think it's been in. This might be 4 years running, guys.
It is, it is, and it's so bad.
That's
It's so bad. And I showed the Hall of Fame records to the committee, and they were like, "You got to just put a rule in place.
It's like,
You got to put the
hold on.
Switch rule in place."
What is this? We've now
This is
got
like-
1 hour of chill beats.
Yeah.
Which
That'll
Switcher
stretch
is
the
like
show out.
it's like the Ballon d'Or of they need like its own. It's like the Ballon d'Or, the football awards. You know, that's the epic.
Mm.
It needs its
God.
own category.
I believe in it, and I believe in you. I believe in Scotty for creating a UCP piece of law with the Switcher 3. Anyone else who uses that, they owe him £5 every single time they say it. I'm already in debt to him, probably my house and at least one of my children. So it's getting a bit awkward at this point. But fair play to him and it. And if you've
All right.
got a Switch 2 and you pick up The Witcher in sale, I think you'd be you'd be okay with it.
Do we all agree not to bring it up next year?
Oh man, there's rules in place next year. We're
That is
we're putting
not-
rules down next
that-
year.
Hold on. Is this
It's
rules
not a
from the
promise
committee
I
or is
can
this
keep.
There's
from the
rules down
wingmen?
next year. So we can talk about that after we get through the
I'm
awards.
about to embark on the DLC. If you do not think this will not factor into my game of the year
Okay,
for 2026, you've got another thing coming, Sebastian.
Here,
And
yeah,
I'll
okay,
switch-
okay. We'll bring up this rule.
Don't
Okay,
forget the
here's
HD,
rule.
2D, 3D Switch 2 remaster that's coming out.
Oh,
cannot-
hell yeah!
Going forward, you cannot re-vote for a game that was already voted for the previous year.
I'm
Like,
done.
So I'm like, the rule is let's say RGT votes for Mafia the Old Country this year, unless there's some big, I'm talking about drastic evolution of that game, he cannot just go back and vote for it the following year again. So I'm like, now if it's a live service game, he can vote for it again if it had a drastic expansion or something to that nature. But you can't just say, I played The Witcher, and then, I just now got to Blood Hunt, the expansion. Even though Blood Hunt has come out and been available to you that whole entire time. You can't vote for it again that next year.
Now, Seb, on a technicality, you used the word if the game has had an evolution. Now, Pokemon Legends Z to A, there is many evolutions. We've got Bulbasaur.
Ivysaur,
Ivysaur.
Venusaur.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is it free to bring up any Pokemon game on any year? Can I
No,
bring up
absolutely
Red
not.
Okay.
Okay. What about this?
Absolutely
What
not.
about this? What about this? What about this? What if I bring up the sequel to Here Comes the Pain, WWE SmackDown versus Raw, because that's got the evolution in it. Now I bring that next year and every subsequent year after that, and it's got an evolution in it. Is that acceptable to you? Can I bring 2006 Dave Bautista
That brings up the next following rule. Only games within 5 years can now be nominated. Anything you nominate outside of that 5 year
Who is
window.
this
Hold
shady
on, hold
committee?
on. Outside of the
Puppet master
5 year
in what I play?
outside of the 5 year old window goes into a new set of awards that we're doing
Oh,
next year
Oh,
called
flashback.
the retro awards for next year.
Sponsored by Flashback.
yes, the
Yes, the
flashback
flashback
awards.
retro
Yes.
awards. So anything
RGT, simmer
outside,
down for your pet project.
it has to be within this generation of consoles to, so you have to vote for it within this generation of consoles going forward next year for this specific award show. For the new award show, specifically about retro games, that's where they'll live.
Good.
And then, is that fair?
The
Yep.
way this is going, guys, we're going to be doing the Flashback Poncies with a dedication to like the game of the year from the UCP audience. That's like whatever's Claire Obscura 33 or something.
We need to play a little more modern games. That's all I'm saying.
The show's inverted on itself. I don't think we even know who we are anymore.
All right, so number 5. The fifth game is officially
Please be good. Oh no.
gotta
No.
catch 'em all. It is Pokemon ZA.
Oh, this is acceptable.
Oh, I had
Number
that
5.
higher.
Pokemon ZA was someone's second ranked game.
Scott.
And the committee wrote
Bloody
a
hell, boys.
strong critical and emotional defense when in the paragraph that explained why it was their number 2 game. It was one of the few high impact Switch 2 titles, is what another committee member wrote. And another committee wrote, you know what? For all the hate it gets, I'm gonna say it. It's underrated, vastly underrated. So,
I'm
while the
I'm
committee,
I'm thinking the committee's what? Lord Ponsonbury got to be past the Longhorn.
it's Pastor Longhorn, Ray Jr., Lord
Deb's
Ponsonbury.
OG.
Who was the Mexican drug lord that bought the show?
Oh, Zetamax
Zoomax Media.
Buccio.
El Buccio.
There you go.
He's probably on the committee.
They need
Yeah.
a book.
Yeah, we do.
There
Still
needs
on
to be a
these.
lore book.
There needs to be a
Yeah,
DK
that'd be
lore
bigger
book.
than a Double Dragon adventure.
Wow.
So let's give it up for Pokemon ZA. I would like to accept an award on its behalf is the person who nominated. Scott, would you like to say a few words? Who needs, if for whoever hasn't played this game already, who needs to play this game and why do you think it deserved to be number 5 on the game of the year list?
All honesty, I would say for anyone who wants to get into a Pokemon game, who isn't a fan of Pokemon games, I would always say to go in Legends Arceus, to go into there. I think the main issue I had with defending this game so highly, because it is a very good game, and like you said, a very underrated game, is our own
I didn't say that. That's a committee, by the way. I didn't say that was
Hey,
a committee.
our
That's
own-
a committee.
Hey, you wear many faces and hats. Listen, our own Pokemon core fans seem to disown this. So it was like we've been spoiled. And that's what I said. We've been spoiled on the Switch. We've been having every year a Pokemon game come out. And there's been made some great changes and there's been some great games. And they just keep bringing these games thick and fast. And we become really, really spoiled. But us older gentlemen from a different generation, there was a big gap. We had gaps in these games. So there's been so many games coming since we've had the Switch back in whenever it was 2017 when it come out. And I just feel like so many people haven't got this game because they're like, oh no, I've heard no one's tried it. Everyone's just listened to a couple of reviews and not tried it for himself. Just because one person says it's bad doesn't mean it's bad. And on that note, just because I say it's good, don't take my word for it. Go and play it your bloody self.
I feel
That's
like
a
you
sort
didn't
of
tell me
honest,
why this
straight
game is
talk
good.
that
You
we-
told me why
that-
reviews are subjective.
Scott needs to do 1 minute reviews shorts for us on YouTube
Yeah,
because
for
they're
sure.
brilliant.
That was great.
All right, so
Wow. I'm nervous because I'm writing names all over my piece of paper, by the way, because I keep remembering games that I put forward and then also shuddering in shame and thinking, well, going to be another Switch video coming up on Seb's video share in a moment. So
we will see. We will see indeed.
will we?
All right, so
Up next, cast and chill.
gosh,
Micro Machines 2.
I would be so proud if it was Cast and Chill. I really would. I'd be so proud. All right, here we go. The number 4 on the UCP Poncies Game of the Year awards goes to No Man's Sky.
No way.
Listen,
That
Jeez.
it's exactly how I said it when I saw the list. That's exactly what I said when I
Now,
saw the
which
list
one
came
of us
out.
voted for this?
let
Yes.
me
Take a
just
guess.
say,
Take a guess.
sit down
Oh, there we
and
go,
just listen in for a moment. Because if you were lucky enough to have acquired this game all those years ago, or possibly picked it up secondhand, this is the game that free of charge keeps on giving. I
That's
had the
fair
game
play.
at launch. I bounced off it. I enjoyed it. I wasn't a hater. I actually enjoyed that very sort of alone, isolated take on universal travel. Then we got the bases. Then we got the freighters. Then we got a slew of the vehicles and adaptables and new ways of playing and vehicles and underwater bases. This game does Subnautica if you want it to. It's got story within it, and this year they brought out the Corvette pack where you can literally build the ship of your dreams and live in it and have it as a mobile base. I'll be honest with you, I sunk over 150 hours from my reckoning back into No Man's Sky in 2025 alone off the back of that update and fell in love with it all over again. The VR on it is about the only thing worth dusting the VR2 off, to sit in your spaceship that you've made and just wallow in the glory of it all. It is one hell of a package for what you get. It's also available on the Switch too, in that full fat extravagance. I don't play it there. I play it on PlayStation 5 because it looks absolutely awe-inspiring. And it keeps looking better and better each time. They won't leave
I
it
do.
alone. I've done with my puff piece. I think Sean Murray is literally looking like a drained raisin after that absolute mouth job I gave him. I would say that's probably the journey of redemption that he was hoping for this whole time.
I do have to say, like, looking at the gameplay footage, I actually like a lot of what I see, but I also
Hmm.
acknowledge that I do, all jokes aside, this to me is way more valid than Witcher Switcher being on the list in the Year Our Lord 2025,
Thank
because
you. Yeah.
it did have a substantial like
Yeah,
expansion
yeah,
this year.
definitely. I mean, if you
That
could put 150 hours into an expansion,
yeah,
it's
for
not a
sure.
whole new game itself. So
Yeah,
fair play. And George is probably, you're probably pushing 1,000 hours in total on this game over many different
Ooh, a good
devices. And
500 to 600 hours, I would say. A
I
thousand's
think
a
you'll
bit
be,
strong.
I know, I think you'll be shocked because you've had 2 or 3 good stints of 200 hours plus. So I think you'd be quite surprised on there. But I think fair play because you love this game. And I remember you could stop talking about it with this Corvette update and how much fun you were
So
having with it.
good.
So I think, yeah, brilliant, fair play.
George.
I mean, it completely changes a lot of the game too. So I'm like, I think this is a sound
Mm,
addition to the list. I was shocked to see that it got this high, but
mm,
that's the way cookie crumbled.
This is me regaining my
mm.
credibility. Scott, you had a question for me.
I did have a question for you, my furry little friend. If imagine you're on holiday, you're relaxed. OG's there, he's probably soothing his pecs with some baby oil. You're having a good time.
Mate,
Everyone's having a
that
good
deep
time.
cut. It's only a week ago or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But the fact that you called him, oh gee,
Yeah.
I fucking love you like a brother,
Listen,
Scotty. I
I was
do.
listening. I was listening to that show, and I thought to myself, "Do you know, Seb? I agree. Right? We've got OG, we've got RGT, we've got OG, RG, 1G, and then Seb's an OG. But I'm not sure what I am yet, so we've got to work that one out. Anyway,
That one listen
one,
was you.
one,
It was worth
one
it.
G, 1G. Right. So you're on a holiday. Uh, there's some oil being massaged the pecs. Right. So anyway, out in the sea, you've left your 3 babies there. They're drowning. You can only save 2 of them. You've got to let one go. VR kayak, No Man's Sky, and Anno. You can only save 2. Which one you letting the drown?
Oh, He's got
I
to
know
save
your
No
children.
Man.
Oh no!
You've
I
only
tell
got
you
one.
what,
He's-
mate.
He's saving No Man for sure.
Yeah, it's got to be No Man's.
I've clutched up No Man. I've looked at Kayak.
Oh,
It knows what I know, and it knows that the weak die. And then I scoop up Anno.
oh,
A
plot
silent
twist.
tear runs down my face as the wave takes away Kayak, and we
Does the tear
both know
taste salty?
it's indistinguishable from the sea. I barely even know I'm crying at this point. It's like, well, fuck it, I've got these two now. We're sorted. Another update comes on No Man's Sky.
Snot just running down his nose. It's such like that. Well,
You know, there would be a moment for Kayak. Don't get me wrong. It's like, come on, boys.
I think it would have been a
Good to know.
harder choice if you put Outlaws as the third game, Scott, instead of Kayak. That's a triple threat I want to see right there.
See you, Outlaws.
Don't tell me that's not in this list. Hold on, that might be in this list. Hold on, we're on number 4 now. That was No Man's Sky. Don't tell me that's number 3.
All right, so gentlemen,
Welcome to hell.
your top
Push the
3
veg to one
games.
side. This is the meat and meat.
The top 3 games of the year. You got it written down, right? Yeah, y'all got it written down. The guesses are all tabulated.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
gyrations have started.
Hold on.
It's a go time now, right?
I've only wrote 2 games down. I did a miscalculation.
Oh no! He didn't count
I'm
to
not-
3.
I couldn't count to 3, guys. I did
All right,
2.
Scott, do you
I did
want to count to 3 real quick,
2.
based on the information that you know?
I've just got 2.
Okay, got 2. Do you know what order you got them in?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. RGT, you got yours calculated?
Got 3, yeah. Got 3.
And George, you just ready to be shocked and amazed?
I've just basically spewed up over a piece of a side of an Amazon parcel I had tucked away to the side with some crayon I found. So
Professional as always.
yeah,
Okay.
here we go.
I like it. Number 3. And the third, I guess the bronzy? Are we going to call it the bronzy?
The
The
bronzy.
third place award
Bronzy.
goes
Bronzy.
the bronzy of the
If
the
we call it
Poncies.
the bronzy, what are you going to call the silver and gold?
I have no idea. The
bronzy.
Goldie sounds
Goldie.
nice for,
Mm.
Yeah,
but I don't know about the silver.
Silverado.
We'll get to
Silverback
it.
gorilla.
Yeah, it's got to
Okay.
be.
Ladies and gentlemen, our third game
reveal.
is, for those who come after it, it is Claire
Oh.
Obscure Expedition
Oh my.
33
Do you
with
know what?
17 points.
17.
I put it
Yes.
up there myself. I don't know. I forgot.
With
I didn't have that on my
17 points. Here's and then now we're getting to some stats because they gave us some stats based on our list.
Oh wow.
Expedition 33 has one number 1 overall pick according to the 4 of us. It is officially wins the award for JRPG breakout hit of the year. It is our in 2 of our list, it is a top 4 placement.
Mm.
In 2
It's
of our
definitely
list, it
Seb's
is a
number
top
1,
4
surely.
placement. And yeah. And it only didn't appear basically in one game, in one person's list. It looks like absolute craziness of domination here.
Did you put this in, George?
No, I put it in. Me,
I
you,
can't
and
believe
Seb.
I put it in.
I didn't.
Did I put it
No,
in?
no, I'm playing. It was only
Oh.
on 2 people's list.
Oh,
I was going to say,
Oh,
did
okay.
I?
I'm playing. It was only on 2 people's list.
That was me
No.
being very aspirational if it was.
yeah. I was thinking you must have played that in not 3 days.
I'm
surprised. All right, so Scott and I were the only ones who actually played the game. And Scott, do you have anything you want to say about, Expedition 33?
I can say similar about Expedition 33 as I have for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
You're absolutely fine.
No, you have not.
My game has been very, very briefly played. I've spent a lot of time watching my friend play it. He's been very
That's
much
acceptable.
enjoying it.
That's acceptable.
It's been
That's
co-op.
at least better.
he's been holding the controller and I've been holding his stick, if you know what I mean. And we've been playing it together, baby.
The analog, gotcha.
Oh, that's
gotcha.
romantic.
Yeah. I've been, bit of stick
maybe.
drift, but put the clutch down, stick it back in, it's fine.
Stick your flan down, flip it, and reverse it, Scotty, baby.
So I have gotten extremely hands-on with this. I've rolled credits, and I think this is the best RPG, probably JRPG for sure, of the last like 5 years. I think this game is going to be remembered as the Final Fantasy VII of this generation. Like to where we revere Final Fantasy VII as like a video game community. I think we're going to look back at this game in that same light.
I think you're right. I haven't even played it, but it just seemed to have taken over.
Yeah.
Everyone I've never heard a bad word about it. Everyone that's playing it, it took people by surprise. I think a lot of big YouTubers and that played it were just who are into this style of game was just blown away by it. I think it's for an indie game, it's a real success. I think, and fair play.
I think let's be real. I think it's going to be
ahead,
on. I think it's going to be on the list next year. I think the honesty is, like you say, everyone who's played it says how good it is. You won't hear a bad thing. The truth is, if we had all played it, this would be number one. It could have been number one. And I already know that this game will probably feature mid-table pretty decent next year because it's got some legs on it. It is absolutely astonishing. And even like really highly critiqued editors and everyone is just, you won't find much negativity around this game. It's almost pretty much flawless and very original. Yet, like you say, it's taken different great bits from different games. And the fact that it is kind of like an indie studio, it's just, for me, I think like it's just come out of nowhere, really. It's such a big, important game of 2025. And this could have been number one. And I think it's going to win a lot of awards. I'm sure it already has, to be honest.
It has officially, outside of the Poncies, it has officially broken the Guinness World Records for most game of the years won in a single year.
This is our moment, RGT.
Yeah.
So get them on the phone, get that trophy, and get the most Mickey Mouse looking trophy you can find. But
the problem is, George, everyone else has given Game of the Year, and we've given it third.
Third,
but that shows
absolutely
that shows the level of competition out there and how that we still value it. We go, it's a third place. That's like, wow.
Yeah, and then when the developers say to me, "Oh, okay, we got third. What won? Oh, True Crime Streets of LA PS2."
Wait, what are worse? What else was on the list? And they're like, Persona 4?
Hey, no, at this point, they're just looking to hoover up any gongs they can get their hands on. So, yeah, RGT, get on to Farmerton trophies. Put it on the account.
I'll add it to the list.
Nah, but yeah, this game is absolutely sensational. For those of you who haven't... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say, for anyone who hasn't heard much about this game and haven't caught up with the back catalogue, it was so many months ago when Seb was describing this game to George, and it's got to be the funniest 10 minutes ever because George was trying to pick the story up and he just started questioning things. He was going, hold on a minute. So could there be one where they get to be toddlers and then they die? And then it was absolutely hilarious. I really enjoyed that. So get in the back catalogue. There's some great stories.
I remember that now, like Expedition 3, if it keeps going badly. And technically that could be a thing.
It does go badly. It does. Things do go south. But yeah, it's such a good story. I think this game is it's going to revolutionize the way that indie games are developed going forward as well for a lot of the studios. So yeah, I can't say enough good things about this. I think phenomenal work. I think
it looks also beautiful, by the way.
This is why I said I think you
and the more I
would
see
absolutely
it,
love it.
And I know I've just got an insane backlog of stuff I need to work through. Maybe this just bumped
The
it
Witcher. The Witcher on Switch.
I've still
What
got
did the
PS1
Wingmen
games
say
I haven't
about
finished, Sebastian. What do you want me to do?
As Kylo Ren said, just put them to the side. Let them die. Let them die. Let it die. But no, it's one of those to where I fully feel like I'm gonna face what I'm feeling when I see the Game of the Year list, where I was years ago was just y'all need to play Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk needs to be on this list, dog. And there's gonna be a future in 3 years where this is gonna make the list very strongly because y'all are now just playing it. Because where y'all are now just playing it.
We're real gamers. with real gamer problems. We've got more games than sense.
I think it's the fact that y'all go back to the cozy games. Y'all are, and y'all don't want to eat at a new restaurant. Y'all like just give me my fast food that I've been eating for a long time.
We're all like really
Well,
loyal men. Look at us.
This will sum up the diversity. Just this week, I played Playboy on the PlayStation 2, and I also played Spice World on the PS1. That's why. That's why we haven't got around to playing all these games.
That's a Sony exclusively developed title, Spice World, by the way.
Yeah.
That's so funny. That's
If
so
you're
funny.
collecting,
All right.
if you've got to
And
have that in your collection.
Seb, the fact that you asked me why, I'll tell you why. I was flicking through a cheat book, and I come across a cheat for the game, and I went, "Oh, that's interesting."
I watched
And it
your
was a
short
che-
on this.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was a cheat to remove the clothes from the Spice Girls, and it actually worked.
Yeah.
Wow.
OMG.
Yeah,
George is on
exclusive.
CX.
I've already got it, dude.
Oh,
I just
no.
need to know the cheat.
Madness,
no.
y'all. Madness.
Thrash.
Have you not got it, RGT?
Oh, no. I
He's
had
got
it
the
years ago.
dance
I
mat
sold
and
it.
pigtails and everything.
I want games I'm going to play. I want games I'm going to play.
Listen to me. In an off-air call between you and I, you will end up rebuying that game.
No, I will not.
1,000%.
No. No. Spice World. Come on, George. You're a
Ladies and
connoisseur of the
gentlemen, boys and
games.
girls, for our Silverback Gorilla Award.
You're a connoisseur of
which
the
is-
games! How dare
Which is
you
our
put that on me?
second place award for the Ponsie of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in at number 2 is
Let me guess.
the pit itself. Ball
No!
X Pit.
No!
Knew it.
I thought this was one. I thought this was
Ball
Ball
X
There's my number 2, Ball X Pit.
Ball X Pit is number 2.
I could
With
have sworn
a
this
game.
would win.
With a whopping 21 cumulative points, appearing on 3 people's list. The first game out of the list so far to appear on 3 lists. 1 overall number 1 pick, very strong, and strong cross-platform love. It is the game that has appeared on the list across multiple platforms the most. So that means we were playing this all over the place. Now, that is absolutely insane. Ball X Pit is the number 2 game on the list. George, as the person who hasn't played this game, do you have anything to say?
I've heard this talked about, obviously, in the What You've Been Playing section of the show. Various people have brought this to my feet, laid it down.
3 people is
as
specifically.
as the next coming of Jesus. And look, I get it. It looks great. It's just probably not my cup of tea. But equally so, I didn't think Vampires, whatever it was called, was my cup of tea. But I spent a lot of time on that in the end. So
Whatever it was called.
Vampire Survivors.
Survivors, for sure. Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I can see the appeal for this. But I'll be honest with you. I was expecting this to be Star Wars Outlaws Switch Edition, so I'm a little bit disappointed that it's this. So yeah, it's deserving second place of the Poncies, I guess. You probably ought to speak to someone who's played it, to be fair.
I think the reason why it's done
Scott?
so well, I think the reason why this done so well is obviously Seb is king of the indies, right? He always finds his games first, and then years later they get passed along, and then me and RGT will play them on a lesser version. Well, I will especially. Now, I think the reason why this hit popularity so high is it very quickly came over to the Switch. At one point, it was trending number 3 in the charts, higher than any AAA Nintendo game. It did the rounds of the UCP universe. I talked about it on my YouTube. Seb was waxing lyrical about it on the single player experience. At one point, he described it as he was seeing ball evolutions in his dreams, he said at one point.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
It was literally one of those games, you know, where, and you said about it last week on the show, RGT and George, you know, when you get stuck into a game and you're thinking about it when you're at work, I can't wait to get back and play it. And for me, this was one of those games. And RGT, you always describe these roguelikes as the same sort of feeling I have. It's perfect for everyone who's got limited time because it's just I'll do one more run. I'll do one more run. Don't need much focus. Quick 10, 15 minutes. And it was brilliant. And the bit like you're seeing on the screen now, for those who are watching on YouTube, this part of the game reminded me a bit of like Cult of the Lamb, where there actually was something to do between runs. Not all of the that sort of genre game has that element to it. So it was quite nice to sort of have your little village that was building before you go out, and all the different unlockable characters. There was a lot to it. It is a really, really phenomenal game. If you take one thing from this show today, that should be the game. If you haven't heard nothing about it, just go and get it. I think it's under £15, and I can guarantee you will not be disappointed. You'll definitely get your money's worth. Very good game.
It is extremely good. What were you gonna say, Argentina, about it?
I had this as my number one. For basic reason is great value for money. Great value for money. A real unique roguelike. I described it as sort of like Breakout crossed with Game Ground. People probably don't know what Game Ground is, 'cause I'm showing my age, but like Scott said, that inner world of when you finished a run isn't just something to look at between games. It's another game in itself. So you're not just running, coming back, doing a run, coming back. You've got that there as well to build up to help you on your runs. It's such a clever idea. And also from a game which is like a automatic move and breakout clone roguelike, to then have a almost city building pinball game in the middle for you to gain materials to improve your characters. Genius. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's more in depth than you give it credit for, but it's easy to pick up and play, and you learn as you go along. There's no wrong way of doing it. I think it's brilliant, and exactly what second what Scott says. In a time when I was very busy and struggling to play a big 100-hour RPG, this slotted in an absolute treat to keep getting those little runs, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, half an hour before you go to bed. Absolutely brilliant. I think this was an absolutely brilliant game of 2025. So
I've got a question, if I may, for Scott in particular. Is this a warming embrace after a hard day at work? Is it like give me a bit of ball XP, this is what I want, and all your problems just dissipate out the window because you just focused in on this and that one more run? Is it a cozy feeling? Is it somewhere nice to escape to?
Yeah, it's no stress. It's not like high pressure. Even when you say the enemies come right down the map, as you're sort of moving up, they're coming down at you. A bit like Devilish sort of thing on the Game Gear. What a throwback to Game Gear. No one's heard that game, Scott. Move on, get with the times. You don't, when it gets to that point.
I saw some games at Barleyland. You need to see if there's any new Game Gear games there.
I'm already on it, like a rash.
Nice.
All over it, but thank you very much. But yeah, when you have that moment of realizing, oh no, this is it, I can no longer hold on. Again, because you've got that inner game after, you'll be able to come back stronger and then go out again. It's not the end of the world. And you try out these different characters, and you might have got further before. It's not the end of the world. It is the enjoyment in the run. It's not like it's all doom and gloom. And there's other games, and I'm sure they're going to be coming up very soon. Yeah,
it's just that one analog stick. This that you're watching this now, thinking, "Oh, this is like a bullet hell shooter," but it's not. It plays so well, and you're just cruising around with the analog stick, keep going in and out of the bullets. It's brilliant. It plays so well. It's not as hectic as it looks on there to actually play. It's very, very good. Very, very.
No, and if it was very good, you could actually turn on because it's automatically turned off. It's auto aim, isn't it? You can turn it off if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, cool, not for me, but what a game.
Yeah, brilliant.
And also, you can this could be as stressful as you want it to be, because there is a mechanic that I think you unlock it fairly early in the game, but it allows you to adjust the speed rate of
of course,
balls.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you can make the balls come at you fast and furious, or you can take this very slowly like a waltz, and it is it's such a unique combination of things we've already seen before in video games, and I think that's it takes the arcadiness of Rogue the Rogue genre and puts it on just tiny bits of things that you have seen before, and it combines that all such in a good fashion that it feels good to play, and the progression feels very satisfying. And one of the things I really love about this game is the fact that you're unlocking all these characters through the mini game that you play outside of the world, and all these characters play vastly different, and so like all your strategies change every single run,
Yeah.
and then there's mechanics that help you evolve. Eventually, you'll be able to take like multiple people with you on your journey, multiple characters, and that also changes and formulates different strategies. And so it is like, I think it was Kenny Sun or Kenny Smith, who like designed this game, and it's such a cool concept to see it come to life.
Mm.
And yeah, I can't say any more good things about this game other than the fact that I played this game to completion, and I'm so excited that he's putting out more of it for
Mm.
free. I'm
Yep.
like, he's already added the first big installment of this game, I think like this past week. So I'm like, yeah, if you haven't played this game and you feel like you love rogue games, whether it be like Brotato, whether it be like Slay the Spire or anything else, like this is one game that you can probably just pick up and play on your mobile PC or your Switch, whichever one you
Mm.
prefer.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that is our number 2 game, everybody.
Oh, now I'm super nervous.
Number 1.
We all know what it
Mm.
is.
Oh my
We
goodness.
all know. We know what it is. Come on, guys.
Number 1. All right, before we get to this, we do have
Oh.
we do have some though we do have some other awards called the extras.
Ooh.
The extras, so to speak.
Shout out the massage parlor.
He's he's leaving us hanging here, leaving us hanging.
Yep. All
I'm
right,
now
so
in. I'm even in here now, looking, and I'm like,
I call this the side quest. So, our most
Mm.
passionate pick, aka the most passionate pick that was submitted, No Man's Sky. The biggest indie consensus was Ball X Pit. The biggest surprise hit of the year, Ball X Pit. The best JRPG or turn-based game, Claire Expedition 33. The Legacy Game of the Year, The Witcher 3. The Switch 2 MVP, Ball X Pit.
Mm.
So,
Here comes Hogwarts Legacy on a Switch 2.
Here comes
Hogwarts
True
Legacy
Crime
on the
LA,
Switch 2.
PS2.
That is so funny. All right, our number one
Nerves are
game
settling.
of the year is,
Oh,
and the
no, what is
Ponce
it?
goes to
It's gotta be.
Hades.
Yeah.
Yes, we
It's
know.
gotta be.
Come on.
Hades 2.
oh, look at this.
I thought there'd be a
So,
lot of votes for this. I thought there'd be a lot
Yeah.
of votes.
gentlemen,
Yeah.
winning the ballot by only 2 points.
Ooh.
Only 2 points is Hades 2. It appeared in 3 people's list. It was a top 2 placement for 2 lists. It is by no means imaginable our clear, consistent number 1 game of the year. Hades 2. Ladies and gentlemen, voted on 3 people's list. And viewer, just take a moment. Guess who didn't put this on their list?
It's Seb.
I'd imagine he's got a cap on back to front.
Just guess who didn't put this on the list. So,
Nailed
guys,
it.
George, as the person who committed blasphemy and didn't put this on the list, do you have any excuse why you didn't play Hades 2 this year?
I've been disconnected from most ecosystems, to be honest with you. I've just sort of been moving house, just not really feeling like I could commit to any game. So just blindly threw hundreds of hours into Drivel. Because
Sounds like interviewing the losing squad in the World Cup. I'm starting to
Yeah.
feel sorry for
Hold
George.
on,
I feel really bad
No,
now.
let
The
me
reason-
finish. Let me finish. Let me
Hold on.
finish.
The reason why I asked this question is because the committee wrote out this. Can you ask this man why he didn't have this game on his list? He might mention the fact that he did not have maybe this wasn't the platform of choice, maybe it wasn't available on his platform, but that can't be the case because The Witcher 3 Switch 2. His most played system of the year, Switch 2, according to the list. Hades 2,
It's a big game. Some would say the biggest.
Switch to game. George, what is going on here? You
I didn't
had
play it.
it was on your console, your most played console of the year, according to your list. Why didn't you play the Ballix Pit or Hades 2?
Like I say, I just
Or
happy playing this my happy games.
okay.
I know, some years I'm obviously in the zeitgeist. This year, like Scott says, what makes a bad dad, eh? I don't know. There's a dark one for you. Stephen Graham reference again. Hey,
Yep.
2 in a row.
Oof.
Bloody hell. Do it 3 times and the man will appear on the show. Let me tell you. Anyway, what can I say? No excuses. As a host of a mainstream podcast about modern video games, I will be honest, I'm glad that I've got co-hosts that carry me and keep me relevant. I'm just here for the odd innuendo these days and probably stare at the wall a little blankly. So I'm glad to be on the Poncies, if I'm honest with you.
You're making the tea next year.
Yeah, if that. When do we get an invite?
So George, the comedian, and I did a little digging
George,
before
co-host of
we
a show called Flashback occasionally.
George, the comedian, and I did a little digging, and we calculated everyone's list since the inauguration of the Ponzi Awards.
Is this
And
further pain? Yeah.
yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little
This
bit
is
of a call out.
it's a hostile takeover, if I'm honest
It
with
is
you.
a little bit.
The committee,
Mutiny.
and all of this. Yeah.
No. So
Thanks for all you've
the,
done.
according to the statistics here,
Yeah. This is a bit like
only
the losing manager of a football team.
only 13% out of all the games you submitted, only 13% of those games are not AAA games.
Well,
Would you say that you have a preference, sir?
yeah.
Does it
Let's-
have to have a budget behind it?
Let's
Is
get
what
behind
I-
the message. What message is this? Just refresh me on this. Is this a good message? So I'm a double A player?
No. I think you're just the king of AAA. Maybe if it isn't like big, bold, and flashy, you're not touching that bad boy.
Yeah, I'll roll like that. Yeah, I'll roll
I
for
was
that.
like, maybe that's it. I was like, you did
AAA
you did
Jules.
submit Cast and Chill this year.
Seb,
Mhm.
not for me to want to bring in a bucket and douse the flames that I think you're trying to fan in my direction. I appreciate that.
No,
I
I'm just
appreciate
curious.
that. But it wasn't that long ago. I sat here with my arm up on the microphone stand like this, talking to you very deeply about a game called U-Boat. And I don't think that's flashy. I certainly don't think it's AAA. So I'm now the king of the indies. This is how this is shaping up.
Okay, you're the king of the
King of the Indies.
Let me flip the narrative because this is what we do. This is how the
You're
only
the
way I
retro.
survive.
That is so funny. That is so funny. What we did before we talk about Hades 2, guys, we did some more stats here, and it showed Scott, you out of all the games that you submitted since you've been submitting games, 80% of those have been Switch games.
Now
He's
that-
the Switch
RGT.
man.
RGT, you have been sensational at being multi-platformed. Out of all the games you submitted, you do have a preference, but 59% across multiple platforms. Amazing, man. Amazing. You're getting around.
No
And
problem,
then,
Seb. Thank you very much.
yeah.
Mm.
And then
But who had? Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
go
getting
ahead.
excited.
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say who had the most games succeed. I feel like 80% of my list was in here very highly. But who
I think
scored?
80% of
Oh.
mine wasn't.
I do have that stat. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
after we're done. Before we begin with that though, guys, Hades 2, Game of the Year. RGT, where do you feel like this is like you're appropriate? You had this game ranked pretty high on your list.
Yeah, I had this at 7. The reason I had it at 7 is when I put the list, I was still early into the game.
Yeah.
And I keep chipping away at the game. Now, this would have been higher. This could have been a number 1 if I'd have played up to where I am now. Hades 2 for me, Hades 1 is just a superb game. The music, the setting, the cell shaded graphics, the way it plays. So I always thought this is going to be a high bar to set, as me and George say, difficult second album.
Yeah.
So then when I bought it, got it on Switch 2, which surprised me straight away because my TV's telling me 120 frames per second. I thought, right, brilliant for this game. That's what we need. Runs absolutely smoothly, looks gorgeous. It's got that music which isn't overpowering, but you always know the songs. It's got the story. Yeah, it's got Hades, but there's Hades and added on. I haven't gone crazy.
for
Haven't tried to change a whole formula. You've still got the Hades you love, but you've got these little extra bits. You've got a little bit of crafting, a little bit of spells you can do in your cauldron. All these little things add up to making it the ultimate Hades experience, but you still have that lovely artwork, you still have that lovely music, you still have that awesome gameplay, which you just want to keep going and going and going. It's what I would call one of the king of roguelikes, as this, Big Brother before it. So yeah, it's a great game. I'd recommend anyone to get it on whatever platform you can get it on. It's very addictive, and there's hours and hours of fun to be having with this great game. So yeah, Hades 2 is well deserved of this award.
Scott, you had this game on your list as well. Do you have any glowing things to say? How do you feel about this game being number one of the? Of the
Yeah,
year?
I mean, I echo what RGT says, but to sum it up in much fewer words, for me, Hades was a game of the year, and Hades 2 delivered exactly what Hades did. However, it did improve, and we all couldn't see how it could improve. We was like, if it just gets close to it, we'll be happy with another game. But they did all of that, made it look better, added more to it, added more depth. So I knew, I mean, it sounds ridiculous. At a minimal, it had to be, because Hades 1 was a game of the year contender, and it's delivered more than that. It overachieved.
And what I will say as well, which is very rare, sorry to jump in there, Scott, is it's a game that when it released and I popped in my Switch 2, just played perfectly. The game,
it does.
It was a finished game. There wasn't like glitches, there wasn't no slowdown, there was nothing. It just played perfect, which is hats off to them. Well done.
And you know the crazy thing about that is, it's like you just popped it in and played perfectly. It's also smaller file size than Hades 1.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
That is absolutely insane. It's
That
so
is
much more
mind-blowing.
content. It is so much more content.
clever programming that.
Yeah,
Or
it
is
really
that a
is.
result of it being onto newer platforms and therefore they can compress the files and
Yeah, they compress a bit now, don't they?
they
as
zip
well?
load them a bit quicker, so you only need one asset instead of 10?
So, the developer did an interview about this, and he basically said it's because the first game used pre-rendered 2D models, and the second game is actually 3D models. And
Interesting.
yeah, it's actually modern 3D models, but considering they're smaller and more compressed, they were able to add more content and make the file size smaller, because like on those 2D models, they had to keep stacking and stacking and stacking files in there to make everything work. On the 3D models, it was basically just like,
Oh, okay.
the rendering is a lot different with 3D models versus 2D modeling. So
So I think that, so combined with the new file read systems, and that is actually the case. It's interesting. Because if you're doing those passes and those renders and hand-drawn renders, you've got to go grab them every single time. There's a lot to do.
So
there.
I'm like, it went from like Hades 1 being like, I think it was like 20 gigs last time I looked at it, and Hades 2 is like 8 to 10. And it's absolutely insane. Guys, before we get to our final awards here, our final stats, we do have, some patrons we need to shout out. Do we want to go ahead and do those real quick?
Let's do that. So, in my mind, we should announce these as winners. Like an award. I think we should come up with an award for each person.
That's a great shout.
Seeing as it's the Poncies, I don't know where it came from. I think you're right. It's not a bad idea. Probably RGT subconsciously implanted it in my brain 2 weeks ago. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first if you like.
Yeah, sounds good.
The marvelous and brilliant guy working behind the scenes all the time, 24 hours a day. It's Captain Scarlet. And I am going to give him the award of the UCP Workhorse Underdog for all what he does And he never really says a word about it. He just joins in with the Discord. He joins in with downloading the show, but in the background, this guy is doing stuff daily for us, from websites to graphics. And I just think you deserve your little award. So well done, Captain Scarlet.
Okay. I'm spiraling. I don't know what to do. So who wants to go next? Or would you like me to? Because I just don't know.
You go
anyone.
next, George.
Ooh, now that feels like I'll take it. So up next, an award to a great man. The award, I think you got to do the award first as well, because it puts you on the spot a bit more. You got to do right. So this man's won an award for the greatest retro short creator, while also being one of the most handsome men to ever grace a picture with Scott and Pete Arnois. It is the only winner. It's Retro Ed. What an absolute legend.
Mm.
Did I get his name right? Did I pronounce the French properly, Scotty, or not? How would you say it?
Spot on.
Oh, nice. Good.
Who's next? Scott?
This next man is written down as Carlos, but we all know him as the one man. Is it the one man George fan club? Is that
One man
Yeah.
army fan club. I need no others, but many call to his banner.
So
That
I guess
sounded
really
good.
the award we should be giving Carlos really is the award of. So that I mean, he's just solely supporting you, really. I mean, how would you?
That should be a
describe that?
lifetime achievement award, really.
Yeah, it's.
Maybe he wins the
it's-
award for most masochistic listener.
most sincere. It's like he's took an injured dog to a vet, and the dog's unwell. It's a bit injured. It's
Most
playing
caring.
old games. It's not played Ball X Pit. It's not played Hades 2. He's thinking, I should probably put this dog down, but he's like, no, do you know what?
God. God.
I'm gonna,
That dog
He's
is
got-
me.
he's got
Yeah.
a few more years left in him. I'm going to support him
Yes.
so much. I'm going to start a fan club.
Yeah.
I don't know
fair
what
play.
award I've just described, but Carlos, we
The
bloody love
Persistence
you.
Award. There you go.
The
Persistence,
Battersea Dogs Home for Caring Award goes to Carlos. Absolutely
What a
wonderful.
legend.
Yeah.
And a great pair of nipples.
Seb,
right.
you're up next.
And the award for I'm just gonna say it like this. One of the best supporters in the business. Ladies and gentlemen, the award goes to Firm Returns.
Brilliant.
Superb.
He got a
And then
boost just because you did it in such a highbrow way. Bit of
I'm
elegance.
gonna
Oh, I'm gonna commit to every single one.
I'm gonna do a double award for the next one. That's gonna
All
be
right, cool.
another lifetime achievement for how long they've been supporting the show. Show was done from their restaurant / greatest wings in America. We're gonna go with Trestles in New York.
And there's rumours going around that the committee gathered in there to slag us off.
All
They
in
were eating wings.
all in black hoods round a special round table.
Bobby's in the committee.
Chairman.
Mind blown. I listened to the Unofficial Controller movie. I don't know why, because it cropped up that someone in El Paso had listened to the El Paso episode. And I thought, seeing as some time has passed, what does that sound like to me? It was like, yeah, that's a ride.
Yeah, that's a trip. Who we got next then, George?
Oh, crikey, is it me? Right, okay. Up next, award for the sexiest displayed Dreamcast collection
Ooh,
and finest dedication to the Yakuza franchise, including adorning himself in the Yakuza ink itself. It's the handsome. It's the most beautiful man north of the border. In fact, some would argue everywhere. Great family man. Love to you all. It's Roast Space Monk.
superb.
Keeper of the peace.
You're up next, Scott.
Well, this next award goes to the spaghetti eating, the Forza Horizon driving, the football shirt wearing, the Italian maestro man himself. He's a bad, bad man. It's Bada Bing Star.
Oh, I like that. The delivery and everything.
Oh,
Ladies,
that first
ladies
thing
and
hit me
gentlemen,
right
our
in the chest. Spaghetti eating. I was like, "Whoa."
yeah, I was about to run through a wall for that man. I was like, let's go. Oh man, that's gonna be a tough act to follow. And the award for the best alliteration of the list, he is the best, best sounding name to actually say out loud because it has a little fun little thing you can do at the end of it. Ladies, it does. It really does. He is Tingle Tuna.
Big tuna. Who's
Tuna.
next?
That's me next. Yes.
Oh.
Next up, we
Monk.
have one of them goddamn Winchester boys.
Is
He
this
is,
like a supernatural reference?
I tell you, I say one thing once, and my God, you
it
live to
sticks.
regret it.
There's AI artwork in this a lot. It is Digital Monk. I'm going to give him the award as the quiz master because this
Oh.
guy has done. He's now got a little quiz section on there where he drops quizzes in every now and then we can do when we're at work. He has done an awesome quiz for our 300th episode
Legend.
and done a great prize for that as well. He has done challenge accepted persistently every month for us.
Absolute beast.
He's dedicated. He's a great guy. He is the quiz master. It is Digital Monkery. Thank you for all you do, young man. Thank you very much.
I'm scared of the lore that I've created about him being a copycat saw killer, and
The artwork's appeared today.
I
So-
just see the most devious traps being laid. Little friendly now to lull you in, but sooner or later there's going to be a console up for grabs in a dark room. Oh,
Well,
bloody hell. Sorry,
what
Seth.
No.
What I was thinking
Not
was
more lore, George. Get it gone.
if this goes
Let the
south,
past die.
the documentary will be coming to review you from the start of it.
Oh,
I never
wow.
meant for this to happen.
I never meant for any of this to happen. Who's? What's next?
That's you, Nat.
Yeah, I
We've got-
feel I'm being walked into a corner here, but I get the legendary. This is the award for the Tony Hawk's Award for dedication to skateboarding throughout your life. All the skins, all the grazes, all the pain, all the 360 inverted. In fact, he's 360 inverted more than any other human being, so he's technically listened to more of the show than anybody. It's Bald Border.
Wow.
Longboard, surfboard, skateboard. He's done it all and still keeps doing it. So
Arning board.
legend.
Does he
That's
do
impressive.
The,
Skirting
surfboard
board.
as well, does he?
Yeah, he's done surfing. Yeah,
Skirting board?
yeah. Skirting board. Absolute legend at skirting boards. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Iron and board. He'll kick flip back.
That's for you on the re-listen, Scotty.
Yeah. So that took me a second, that one. Sorry.
Yeah, bodyboarding a lot.
Right, let me channel my energy up. Who have I got? Like, this next award goes for the cosplay wearing, Ghostface caring, camouflage wearing, Call of Duty slaying, the OG of the UCP, going brown like a derelict seafront town.
Oh,
It is Boba.
that is superb. You're spitting
That
lyrics,
was-
man.
Get that
Fantastic.
on a t-shirt and Boba wearing that at a con.
Yeah.
Mrs.
That's
in tow.
fantastic. You were about to
Ooh.
make me throw my glasses.
I
I was waiting for Scott just to drop his mic then.
Yeah, for real.
something
dropped the
happened though
tampon.
where a bit of interference came and he almost channeled like some spectral
Max
being into
Headroom.
it. Yeah, he did. He went full
Yeah.
Max Headroom. It was incredible. Oh,
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Seriously, I'm tired of going after this man, right? I'm
I
tired.
think it's the bow tie. I think that's what it is.
You man, they need you as a ring announcer for the next
Oh,
big fight night.
the bow tie,
Oh.
just Easter egg. Make sure you got them all.
Ah, that was so good. All right. Help me out, guys, because I don't want to be.
Why? Who's
offensive.
next? Is it
It's
me?
Ginge.
No, Seb next.
It's me.
Oh, award
Family
for the
member.
most loving stepson, not in a relationship with his stepfather anymore, but still loved very much by him.
Or
Say
the,
that.
or the Platinum King because he's now on well over 700 platinums on
That's a bit
PlayStation.
easier to
Oh,
say.
I love
admittedly.
that. I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, this next award goes to the king of the platinums. It is the one, the only Ginger.
Mm.
I love that.
I
Okay.
think
Superb.
that's actually croppable and used as his ringtone.
Yes, probably. Next up, we have the Lord of Darkness himself. I am going to give him an award for the best dressed supporter in our Discord. That goes to
Wow.
Harvey Retro. The man is pure class, absolute pure class. And thank you for your long term support as always. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone.
Who we got next to George? Mm. Mm.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. The award for the most amazing person that's travelled worldwide promoting the show. That most definitely is a very most exclusive lady. You won't find her on any of your two-penny apps. It's the wonderful, magnificent, thank you for all your support. All joking aside, Emma, it's incredible. Emma Sharp.
No longer on the apps, we must clarify on behalf of OG.
Never was, so carry on.
Never once.
Never was.
Still gutted that did get said, but okay, we'll move on. Right,
I
up
did
next
say
we
it.
have.
I did say it in a
I know.
gentler way.
I was rolling around in my car, George. I really appreciated that. I really did. And I apologise for another year. Right, who we got next? Up next, we have the award for Where Is He? He Who Can't Be Seen. He Who Can't Be Found. Faster than light, speed, combined and sound. All we know is he's nowhere to be found because he's not in Berlin. Where is he?
This is
Oh, that's so
legendary,
good.
Scott. I don't know how you
So
write lyrics
good.
this quick.
Oh,
Who we got next to Seb?
That's what I does.
I can't even compute what just happened, but I love it. Okay. Who's next?
Seb.
Ladies and gentlemen, next we have the mummy of the UCP. The we would just say the mummy of the year, according to the UCP. This
Damn
is
straight.
Mumsy.
Wow. That's got to
I've
be the
never
greatest
heard
mumsy we've
Mumsy
ever had.
Zangiefed before, but
No, it's
Mumsy.
wow. Right. Next up, we have. Oh, this has fell right rather well for me.
Yep.
We have the greatest fan club of all time, the greatest fan club we've ever had. It is the RGT fan club, and they get an award for money saving. They get the money saving
the
award.
most frugal.
Yeah. They knew they couldn't afford the top dollar on their own, so they combined forces to make
Hey,
sure.
look, I want to see more of it in 2026. There's going to be 20,000 names on this list, so they're going to need to ratchet up and combine to make it work.
Yes, yes. So,
So there might only be another 2 extra people, but there's 10,000 each.
So thank you, RGT fan club, as always. We got next to George.
That's getting outrageous.
Okay, up next, an award for a man that is so strong that the other day he sneered in revulsion at someone who'd parked in a space he was trying to reverse into, and that sneer sent shockwaves around the earth and caused a mudslide somewhere in Thailand, killing 2.
Damn.
Wow, that went dark. That went dark.
Award for most people killed with a sneer, Pete Brocklehurst.
Wow.
Damn.
This, yeah.
Unknowingly.
That is
unknowingly.
Really, that's brought the atmosphere down a bit. Oh,
For real.
yeah.
Scott,
Anyway,
save us.
yeah, Scott. Anything cheerful award will do.
I'm about to blur the lines of PG yet again. This next award goes to Spread Me, Lick Me, Taste Me, Tease Me, Dip Me in Garlic Dip, baby, because I'm not cheesy. All we do know is he's got a big willy, and we call him Billy. It's Billy Marmite.
Oh my God.
I didn't have enough time with that one, I'll be honest.
That was perfect.
Thank you.
Was that his award?
His award is just for having an absolute huge dong. Yeah, that's what I've given him.
Awesome. I remember when the show was clean.
Yeah.
Hey,
What happened?
you said
Where,
no.
where have we
You
gone?
said no swears, and I've stuck to that.
No, you
Yeah.
have, and I didn't, and I've let loose. Yeah, you're right. So hang on a minute. We've got one last person.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the last name needs no further introductions. He needs no awards. Because he gets an award every single week, he deserves it. He gets his name chanted out like a god among men. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Fat Zed.
Oh, the
Whoa!
balls! Oh, is that a double bust?
Whoa. Even the mic went, I can't air this. I can't air this.
Oh, oh my
Wow.
god!
I think it was a ghost thief because he was getting all tantric like Sting, and then that last bit was the full hit.
I actually saw him leave his body then. Just on the thief, he left his body. His eyes
Hey.
rolled.
For the audio listeners,
Toes curled.
Seb's recording this in Texas. I'm in the southeast of England, but somehow I ended up in the wet seats.
It'll do that to you. It'll do that to you. Now,
Thanks for everyone who subs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We
brilliant
laugh,
as
we
well.
joke, but you know what? You make a difference.
Yeah.
We're very grateful. And to be fair, it all gets ploughed back in and more in terms of the bits we try and give you and prices and all that sort of stuff. So, and the shows they're hosting and everything. So it all makes a massive difference. And hopefully it means we can keep spreading the joy. We're not greedy. We want to share. So thank you to everybody. Support a thingy update RGT on air on the spot. That's what I like to do. I totally forgot until now.
Sorry, but you caught me off guard here.
The 300th episode support art.
Yes, we've just about decided on what we're going to send out now. So we've had a few samples done. So I reckon that will be going out within maybe the next 2 weeks. So a little extra something for the subs to say thank you very much for all you do. It's not much, but it is a little something to say thank you. And with some special limited edition artwork. So yeah, brilliant.
Excellent.
All right, guys, we got to get back to the nitty gritty. We only got two little things I have to do before I let us up out of here. All right, first thing is predictions. Guys, what do you think? The committee wanted me to ask you this. What do you think is going to be game of the year for 2026 according to the UCP?
Ooh, are you asking me?
Matt, that it's a free for all question. Going around in a circle, we're going to start with Scott. What is going to be our game of the year next year?
I'm going to lie to myself and be very optimistic and pretend GTA 6 won't get delayed.
Okay.
Go with that. Let's be honest.
Right. You don't think
Donkey Kong
Mario or
Bonanza.
Zelda's going to take him down?
Nah, not bothered about that. To 2026 Marathon Gaming, he's left Switch in 2025. I'm moving on. Call me Prince of the Indies, baby.
Oh,
Wow.
Give me my Steam Deck.
I'll adopt you as my own. I'll adopt you
What's
into
happened
my...
here?
Give me my Xbox fridge.
Thank you. The cult of the Indies is growing.
Oh dear. This took an unexpected turn, I have to say, the Poncies. It's kind of took a bit of a dark turn, hasn't it? Where I've kind of been, sort of foisted by the Emperor here. Seb is pulling people into the indie Steam Deck cult. There's just me left hanging on the side of a PlayStation 1.
To be fair,
Playing
this is the
Spice
most...
World.
Playing
To be
Spice
fair, like,
World.
you know,
Trying to do the
according to the stats, according to like the stats that you've submitted, I think this year has like the potential to be the most George year in a very long time. Because there's a lot of AAA big games versus like last year in a lot of people's top 5 to top 10s were all indie games. You know, a lot of them indie games were like cleaning the clocks of AAA last year. Even
I'm-
Yote, no one talks about it.
That's
No
OG,
one talks about the Xbox games last
OG
year.
brought that up as and made a solid point, I think, on the 300th episode. Kind of just got lost in the ether somehow.
Mm.
But
But this
this
year you
year
got
is looking very exciting, mate. I'll be honest with you. Knowing me, I'm probably going to foist up U-boat in a number two spot and completely waste a vote. But particularly intrigued by. I think we talked about. Obviously, we're all excited to be ready to be hurt again with the delay for GTA 6. I mean, I have been doing some research across every open world crime driving game you could imagine and every kind of perceivable subgenre that would fit in, including mercenaries and destroy all humans and bits and bobs like that. It's been hints into what I've been playing about what I've been up to. And I've been preparing myself for GTA 6 Land so I can go at it full critique if I may be so bold. I'm very excited to get my teeth into that. I think the industry needs it. Whether we're going to get it or not, I don't know. But the arrival of a Rockstar game once a generation these days is certainly the kind of shot in the arm that the industry kind of maybe needs, which is exciting. Get some hype up in the
Mm.
casual audience. And then personally, as a second pick, I think Wolverine's definitely doubled down on that coming
Mm.
this year as well. So it'd be nice to see. Again, I was doing some research on the absolute powerhouse that was Insomniac and what they've squeezed out over the last 20 years, even. And there's an absolute stack of games. They're just the studio that keeps on giving. Yes, they've slowed down production a little bit, but my goodness gracious me. So, yeah, quite excited to see how that fits within the legacy.
Mm.
before
RGT.
we RGT. Well, to
I think
remind you of
there's a lot of games
Uh,
that are interested in me.
yeah,
Like I say, Marvel's Wolverine 007 coming out, that quite interests me. Forza Horizon 6 driving game.
yeah.
I'm always going to be interested in that. Um, Obviously, if
they just announced a
GTA,
release date just now.
really
Yeah,
superb. Then there's even like ones that I'm sort of looking at. I'm thinking like, what is it, Crimson Desert? That
yeah.
looks a decent game.
That looks
This
absolutely incredible. I just hope it can I mean, I've heard good things, it can stick the landing. I hope it can. I just hope it's got the legs
mm.
to be up there.
And then we've even got Fable coming. Let's get back in that Fable world. Let's hope that's a big banger. I think if GTA comes out, it will be. I don't think it will come out. I think it's a 2027 game. I think that's written all over it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be some. I think there's going to be more big hitters than there was this year, and I think there's going to be quite a few buying for that top spot. And also, I think with not necessarily just next year, it's a bit early for that, but with the success of Expedition 33, a lot of these smaller indie studios who would like to make a game like that, and they're thinking, we could do that. We can make a game like that. Hades 2 was smashing it this year. Ball Expert, all these indie games. Let's
Silk
get these.
Song.
Yeah, let's get these studios. Keep churning out. You don't need to be a AAA studio now to get a 10 out of a 10 award. So yeah, it's looking good for 2026 this year. So looking forward to it. What about you,
So
Seb?
your official answer, you think GTA?
If GTA releases, I think it'll be GTA. If not, I've got a bit of a feeling about the 007 game. I think it could be a bit of a hit next year. I really do.
I've been doing research
That's
on that as well.
bold. That is bold.
I know, but there's just something about it. I've got this inkling that I think they might have nailed a 007 game. So
Ooh,
we'll see. We'll see.
First, I
I
need
got
to
to
get
tell to
that
you
character
afterwards.
model looking like James Bond because he looks like an absolute pleb. He looks like PS4 Spider-Man pre-patch.
Yeah.
I like the pre-patch Spider-Man to be honest, but I
I
digress.
know if you see him now, he looks like a ghoul.
Yeah. But so yeah, dang. Knowing that question is like know the audience though. So I'm like, y'all probably aren't going to play some of these games. Phantom
Recommendations
Blade,
always helpful though.
What about a
yeah.
Scott? A Scott give his
Scott
Well,
gave
I
game?
said,
GTA.
yeah,
GTA,
I
yeah.
said,
Oh, we
I
did.
expect it. I think the latest was October or November. I'm expecting it to go back again. But
Hmm.
if it is, I think it will be. But like you say, yeah, I mean, I haven't actually heard much about the Wolverine game, but I'm sure that'd be big. But I think, yeah, a lot of people are talking about the James Bond game, but I tend to just try and live under a rock a little bit. I like them catching me by surprise. So
My
to be honest with
man.
you, yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Get out the
It is.
PS Vita. And you know what? Indiana Jones is coming to the Switch too, I think. So that could be game of the year. Who knows?
Oh, hey, listen,
I would be
I'm
sick
gonna.
to my stomach if that was the case.
Here's a prediction from me: Switch 2 full next gen upgrade for Witcher 3, top three game for me in 2026.
You can't vote for it.
I can do what I like.
You can't vote for it. It's like you can't vote for it. It's
Listen,
I
already-
can.
Daddy.
It's a new version.
It is the same exact game, dear sir.
Hang on, I haven't announced that yet. So
It's the same exact game, sir. Fable
We're
was
arguing
just
about
announced.
a game they haven't made.
Yeah, Fable was just announced for autumn, by the way, autumn of this year.
Mhm.
So I'm going to say, just to be contrarian to everybody, I'm going to say Fable because I think more people out of the reason why is because I think out of the four of us, I think that's the next game on the list of games that are guaranteed that at least three of us are going to check out.
Mm.
I am.
You know what I mean?
Fair play,
I just need
George
it.
isn't going to check it out though, but
No, mate. I've played every Fable game.
oh, there's going to be 4 out of 4 of us.
But it needs to hit certain criteria for me because as I have played every Fable game, I have also I've been hurt.
Oh,
So I'm approaching this, you know, it just feels like they got a little bit desperate one afternoon, went to the locker and went, what's got a little bit of credibility left in the exclusives that we've got? Well, I suppose we haven't dragged Fable out to get murdered by the dogs for a while. Yeah, let's give a next gen version of that.
But
Who's involved in it from the original studio? Probably barely anyone. Probably a
that's a
cleaner at
good
best.
thing, though. That's a good thing in this
Is it?
case, though. Oh, for sure. Think about it like this: it's like the original studio. No one's involved in it, but now you have a fresh new studio
Need
that
to be to a
is
new audience.
speaks to a new audience, a new generation, and also the only studio in your portfolio that's actively winning awards with
So why
Playground
did they
Games
call it
doing
Fable? They're only going to
'Cause it's still
disappoint the
Fable.
people. They're only going to disappoint the people that would have actually bought it.
Not,
I mean,
not-
it's still.
that's only if it's bad.
I do think maybe you might need to watch the trailer just came out, and it might change your mind.
It might.
I was just like, it might
might.
change your mind. But I digress.
If I hear Chicken Chaser in the trailer, I'm all in.
Yeah, apparently,
Chaser?
according to the trailer,
Do you have
still
any potions or food?
It is, while it isn't a full
Your health is
revival,
low.
this is the excerpt of what they just published. This is the first seamless open world game in the season, like the series, where the world is ever evolving. The playground space is populated by over 1,000 fully voiced UPCs. They're always watching and always looking at whether or not you do things heroically or villainous, with each of those factors having their own menu, apparently their own bar. So each you have a hero bar and you have a villain bar, as opposed to being one separate bar. And then you could still have multiple marriages, multiple kids, and everything that you love from the original Fable game. Whether or not you want to be a action and what is it saying? Action fast paced combat, or you lose hours in living your best life, becoming known as a property baron or a business tycoon. That's up to you. Fable is in your hands for the old gamers and for the new ones alike.
Well,
Looking
I mean,
forward to that.
Playground Games too. That's the
you've-
only studio from their portfolio only that's won any awards in the last 10 years.
Probably the only
like
one
I
left.
say, I'm ready to be hurt again.
Yeah.
I am. But it needs to be Fable that I know, and I'm a little bit nervous that going for this new audience may make me feel a bit alienated. But what you've just said appeals to me, but it needs to
All
have
right.
the bits that I want in it.
The last thing I was gonna ask of you, that was written out. Out of all the games that were mentioned today, which of the games on the list that you haven't played would you actually go back and play and check out from someone else's list?
Oh, definitely 1,000%. And I've hovered around it, but never dialed zero. Claire Expedition 33.
Okay.
Hmm.
I would
Yeah.
play that.
WC?
Um, again, Claire Expedition 33, and
For those who
you're
come
probably all
after.
going to be shocked with this, but Cyberpunk 2077.
On Switch.
No,
Oh, it's
not
the
the
only
Switch.
that's the only place to play it.
Have you
Oh
played it?
God, my
Surely you've
heart.
played it on other stuff.
No, I played. No, I tell a lie. I played the 2 hour demo on the PS5 about 2.5 years ago, and it didn't grab me. But the more you guys talk about it, and now it's on the best gaming system in the world, the Switch 2.
Play it on the
You,
toilet.
yeah, you did. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, where else would you want to play it? You know, so it's the ultimate. So
You know
yeah.
the Switch 2?
Hmm.
If its charging port ever got dusty or maybe a little bit of dirt in it, you'd probably want to use the Silverhook electrical contact cleaner to
Yeah,
clean
you
it out.
use actually use it for what it's meant for.
To clarify, it's cleaning electrical goods.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so yeah, probably either Cyberpunk or definitely Claire Expedition. I really want to play that game. That's not even normally my genre, but the more I keep seeing and the more I hear of this game, I need to play it. So yeah. What about you, Scott?
For me, it would be Mafia the Old Country because I got
Great
lost in
game.
definitive. Yeah, I got lost in definitive edition, and I will. And the reason, and again, a bit like what George said earlier, the reason why I haven't is purely it's just time. So
Mm,
it's hard because things are very very busy for me at the minute. But I kind of need to just like dedicate a week on each game, knuckle down, because as soon as a couple of games come out, I'll forget about them, and then
mm,
they'll pass me by, and I really don't want that to happen because I want to experience them.
mm,
So I need to jump on them, but the same way as I need to do Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and actually
mm,
get on Expedition 33 and actually play a good chunk of it myself.
mm.
So yeah, there's a lot of big games there. I just don't want to leave them in last year. I want to play them before this year's come because they get soon forgotten, don't they? That's the problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
we're in a real spoilt era where there's just
Yeah. Privileged
yeah,
position right
we are
now.
very privileged is the right way of saying it. We're
Mm,
very privileged.
mm.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
that if I was to have a New Year's resolution, it would be to follow Seb's mantra, not of the Steam Deck, not of the indie, but maybe it's time to accept that the backlog as it stands, it's time to let the past die. How refreshing would it be for me to sort of wander into the game room now, bin
Pick
everything,
something new. Pick
delete
something new.
everything off the hard drive, and spunk down money, and spend some money
That's better.
on a game and just dedicate fully to it. But brand new, it's got to be brand new. It can be indie, it can be great game, biggest game. Some would say the best game. I
Mm.
would play that, and then that's what I should do. Wipe the slate clean, go in guilt free. So what? I
Sell
haven't
everything.
finished that. So
Get all your old games. Sell them. 2026. Clear the deck. Sell a lot.
burn them,
A
Burn them.
little extreme,
burn them
guys,
all.
but I like the spirit. Yeah.
Yeah.
A
That's it.
Yeah.
little extreme, but no, I think for me it would be I've I've been holding it off, and I know that I need to at least to
Switch
consider
two.
myself a hardcore gamer, at least try out Final Fantasy VII Remake. So I think this year is going to be the
Great
year
game.
I'm going to dive into Final Fantasy VII Remake. But I feel
Look,
like I've done myself a
dude,
disservice now because
hang on a
I
minute.
played
I've
Expedition 33 first.
no, hang on a minute. This is played in perfectly. You need to prove to yourself that you're a hardcore gamer so you've got the credibility to look someone in the eye and say you've played Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's just come out on Switch 2. So imagine the optics of this. You're
I
getting
gotta hang
yourself
up.
you're getting yourself a Switch 2. Final Fantasy. It's the perfect place to play it. You could go play it on the porta potty. Doing a brisket, got the Switch. Now your Steam Deck, your treasure, you got to lot careful because the ports might get dirty or whatnot. You can throw the Switch down in one of Biscuit's dog doos, mate, and it's fine.
Yeah, but no, I can't do this Switch. It's the button placement as well that I can't mess with. It feels yucky.
Uh,
The X and Y is ass backwards. The A B is ass backwards. I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't. It feels disgusting.
Listen, everyone feels that at first, but then when you go in there and you kind of touch the underclef and it does something else, and then you think, no, actually, let me back up, and you're like, hang on a minute, what's this?
No,
And you're into it. You know it. You like it.
Mm.
I
What are
like
you
that.
doing?
I like that. This is the right button placement right here.
Don't hold it like that.
Yeah.
A B.
You can hold
that's
it.
the right
Don't
one.
forget, you can hold it upright as well. You can hold it down. Like sometimes
This
I'll
is
rest
the
it.
right button place.
I'll rest it on my shoulder, play it like a violin. Sometimes I play it like this, like a recorder. Sometimes like a flute. Imagine the alternate universe we get. Imagine this happens, right? This is a scenario, right?
Oh,
So,
why are you not on every week
Seb's going to jump in now, play a bit of Final Fantasy VII.
on the
He's
Switch?
going to enjoy it so much. He's going to go back and play it on the PS1, the 3-disc version.
Oh.
He's going to enjoy that so much. He's going to go, hold on a minute. What else have I missed? Fast forward 12 months. We're in the Poncies
Oh
2026.
my God.
And every nomination from Seb has not been an indie title, has not been a current gen title. It's all been from the PS Vita.
Oh my, that'd be incredible.
I like the Vita, by the way. I'm a Vita
Yes.
person. I'm not one of those people who's like down for the Switch at all. It's like
Wait till you discover the N-Gauge.
yeah, I'm like I like that, but no
Gizmondo.
I wonder I wonder if Final
Unbelievable.
Fantasy VII Remake I wonder how that's going to appeal to me after playing Expedition 33 on the back of like I did not get into all the other three-dimensional Final Fantasy games that I played. I wonder if this will be the one versus where Expedition 33 felt like almost it was like a modernized, clean slate of like I don't have to know why we're riding on the back of these giant chickens. Like where do these chickens come from? Like what is like I don't have to know about like all these crystal things that seem to power the universe around me and just have like the lore dump that is Final Fantasy because there's tons of things they it's like it's common knowledge of Final Fantasy, but they don't explain it to newcomers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
this Final Fantasy Remake's very good at explaining that. It's very
Yeah.
well paced. It's just an individual game on its own, and you learn the characters as you go through. It's very well done. I mean, I'm not a Final Fantasy person at all, but loved the game, and I've jumped straight into Rebirth, and Rebirth is now even better. Rebirth is very Horizon. It's
Oh,
open
that's
world.
good. I
It's
love
the same
Horizon.
way of craft.
Love
and-
me some Horizon.
Yes,
Is that
if you like
action
Horizon.
RP? Is it action RPG though, Seven? They were RGT over than turn based.
They're action RPGs with turn-based elements, so you can you can so you could be fighting. The action combat is very, very good, and then you can press your X button on the PlayStation, and you'll bring up your menu, and you can use a spell or you can use abilities. So heal yourself or use a special move, which they will then carry out. But you'll also have on there, if you have the materia on your sword of access, you can use that, monitor the enemy you're on, and that will tell you all where their weaknesses are, and then you can use the magic or the spells against them that will make them weaker. So
he loves it. Look at his face. He loves
superb.
it.
Yeah, he's
Superb.
glowing. Did you beat Rebirth or are you still playing it?
No, I'm about 15 hours into Rebirth.
Okay, you got a long way to go. Yeah.
I'm absolutely loving it. A superb game, really good. Remake was brilliant. Bit more linear, smaller map. Rebirth is big open
Rebirth
world.
like your current like go-to? You get in, you bang that on, or are you playing it around some other games? Or has it literally just took you by the scruff of the neck and says you can't come up for air?
Rebirth. It's just Rebirth at the moment. And obviously we're playing Sleeping Dogs on the Discord at the moment. So between those two, that's all I'm playing. A little bit of Evercade, but yeah, Rebirth is that's the one for me. I just keep thinking about it. I love it.
Finger the Evercade in here, didn't you?
Anyone to think I was sponsored by them, but
mate,
yeah,
come on, we're going,
yeah,
you know.
that's the choice for retro gamers that don't want to spend a fortune.
Sponsorship. I'm sponsored by some third-party
yeah,
electrical cleaning company from bloody Derby.
I sort of jump on the Evercade. Every
Oh,
now
I
and
love
then,
that controller.
Yeah, yes.
Cheap bit of plastic.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
dare you.
whatever Scotty said, get behind him. I feel
You know.
totally bullied this episode.
They're always handy
So-
cartridges
Absolutely
that
dragged
they
through the
have, and,
weeds.
you know.
Oh, come on now.
So George, take us home. I'm done with my hosting duties.
He's done
Thank
with
you
it,
for
are you?
having me.
Fair
I'm
enough,
done
mate.
with my
I don't
Thanks
think
for
you
being
could have
honest.
said it any better yourself.
Thank you, Seb, so much, mate. Really appreciate
Brilliant.
you,
Thank you,
brother.
Seb.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you,
and
thank
we've
you.
got to thank the Wingman. Thanks, Wingman Committee, for
Oh,
all you've done.
yes, thanks to the Shady Background Committee, the El Buccios. Yeah, we know who you are. Like I say, they're controlling me from above still to this day.
Yep, they certainly are.
Where can we go from here? Well, I'll tell you where we can go from here. I want to start off by saying, Seb, thank you so much. The Poncies
Hmm.
wouldn't be the Poncies without you. You take the numbers, you crunch them, you make it look sexy. You come up with awards and new rules that kind of keep us on our toes. If it wasn't for you, I'd be bull rushing these guys into putting Persona 4 or possibly even Scarface on PlayStation 2 as the best game of 2025. But
Good
actually,
shout.
because of you, you arrive with an air of credibility. We all put on our best suits and ties.
Yeah.
And yeah, you've made the Ponces not only special to us as our listeners, but I think actually, do you know what? Just nudging the meniscus of the radar of awards that people care about in the wider universe. I know it to be true. They might not say it out loud, but these developers, they listen in and say, I hope I get a mention.
Mm.
Unfortunately for me this year, you didn't get a whisper unless you're Sean Murray. But do you know what? It's all good. So, Seb, thank you very much for everything
Thanks,
that
sir.
you do and that you've done. Thank you for being the guy that can get the committee together. Don't forget, if you want to find a little bit of Seb, he's got the single player experience. Jump in the Discord, there's links all over the place. YouTube, Spotify, all those places, you can find him. He's king of the short material as well, so he's always got something going on.
God, there's so many of them now.
I must say,
There's so many.
so all the
My
comments to
bad.
walk through. Talking of shorts, but he's not short. He's tall. He's beautiful. He's got more Switch games than I've got any chance of ever seeing in my life. He's not only stunningly beautiful, but inside, and he can't hide it with his raw edge and all that sort of stuff. He is insanely beautiful as well, and that does come through on the show. And he's in his own content. A marathon gaming on YouTube. He's got his own Discord. You can find him everywhere. He's a wonderful man. His content is what I would say the peak of Switch content. I know. Oh, what about these guys? They are nothing. They've sold out. They're shills. If you watch their content, I'd say you're a loser. What makes you a real man is if you follow Scott and Marathon Gaming. Scott, thank you so much for coming on, for your support to everybody, both of you and RGT begrudgingly, for your support during the year. It's absolutely
Wow.
wonderful. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, George. I love you so much.
I love you. I don't tell you all
I don't.
enough,
I
really.
don't. I don't want to make this awkward, but I love you so much. I love
That's
you, George.
nice.
No,
Feel a bit
no,
left
no,
out here.
George. No, George. I love you, George.
Very romantic episode.
Mm.
I
I
really
love you as well.
That's what I heard.
I don't show myself properly. I think I probably do wear my heart on the sleeve too much. I don't know. This is me. This is raw me. RGT. I say begrudgingly. I'm only joking. I hope everybody knows that you're the arsehole and I'm the good guy. So whatever.
Yeah. I believe it myself now. So
No, I'll be honest with you. The truth is, I'm an asshole. RGT's an absolute legend. He puts up with my diva-like tantrums. If you thought OG was a badass, well,
you
behind
ain't
the
seen
scenes,
nothing.
I am an absolute diva. Let's
Mm.
redesign that. Hang on for an audience. Hang on, what you doing, George? Hang on, chill out. RGT, you're a legend. What more can be said? You were the wind beneath my wings, and here we are. It's another round of Poncies, my friend. And
You're too kind.
I know, but yeah, it had to be said after I'd been kind to Seb and Scott, didn't it, really?
And because I give you that tenner, so
Yeah, I'll spend that on crack. I didn't, I didn't do that.
no, no, he did not. On that
I
note,
spent it
why
on
did you show
expanding.
up?
I spent it on expanding foam to fill my crack
There you go. There we go. In the wall.
in the wall.
Yes.
In the
Right.
wall.
And
I
on that
think,
note,
yes, on that note, I think we've brought the Ponces to an end. So if you're a developer and you've listened to all of this and you've won an award, get in contact with RGT and we'll, if you listen to all that, you know the award you're going to get. So hurry. The time is now. Slap it on your box. Big game sales boost for 2026. And that's all we have time for this week, listeners. As always, thank you for your time. We'll look forward to the pleasure of speaking to you again next week. Until then, happy gaming. And remember, there's nothing wrong with being given the unofficial controller. It's what you do with it that counts. See you, men.
laters.
Thanks,
Bye.
listeners.